Welcome back, everyone. We pick up right where we left off, and this time it's going to be with Bay as we're speeding up to get to live time, and it's fine. We have Yo playing as the Hindustanis and Hera playing as the Dravidians here. Is Viper doing another watch-along today? He didn't ask me. It's fine. Okay. He just assumes. And he's right. The more the merrier. The more the merrier. So, Bay, aka Pants, known to many people. This seems like a Civ matchup where Yo has looked at his civilizations. He says, what Civ isn't all that good anymore? I'm going to throw it away. I'm probably not going to win this. Hera is playing as Dravidians. Hindustanis are very, it feels like, underwhelming lately. Oh. Viper asked? Okay, well, I didn't see it. Whatever. I was too busy listening to Evanescence, right? I still can't believe that came on as soon as the guy asked me about any crazy goth ex-girlfriends and Evanescence comes on my playlist. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say. Thanks for letting Viper watch. Oh, dude. I'm just waiting until we're in the 21st game and then I'm gonna say nope. Can't do it anymore. You can't do it anymore, Viper. And then wire transfer me unspecified amount with multiple digits. Yo's base looking good. Yo's base is looking good. Look at this house. It locks down like 75% of his base because of this double wood line. He also has the gold in the back, but as we saw with that match with Tato in it, you can run out of wood here. You can run out of resources if your opponent secures the main area. Now, Hera is playing as Dravidians. He did get population from having that dock up, and he's had a little bit of idle TC time here, so that means he's behind Mr. Yo in terms of feudal age timing. But he will get 200 wood upon reaching the next stage, and that should enable him to win the water, right? That's basically like a free dock plus a ship worth of wood cost. And yeah, I mean, Hera should be laughing here with Dravidians against Hindustanis. Like I said, I think Yo is just trying to kind of throw a Civ away. It is a best of 21, remember, so one loss isn't the worst thing in the world. Yo manages to get the dock up. He also quick walls the villager, which is very nice. On the other side, Hera chasing this Scud away from Mr. Yo. Now, on Pants, or Bay, or whatever you want to call it, there are fish in the center here, and that's what they're going to contest. I think it was 1,800 food on those fish. So it doesn't seem like the most important thing in the world. However, you can't let your opponent have all of it. Even if you lose the water, you have to contest here. Because it's just such a huge advantage if you ignore the water completely for your opponent. Now, there are extra food sources out here. We've got some deer over here. We've got some ibex over here, etc., etc. But that's not enough to make up for the fishing advantage early. And players might go out there, but they're not going to just ignore this area. What is the most important thing in the world? I don't know, Chemical. To you, it's probably the @ button on your keyboard. It is not Wankja, Peter. Thank you. Why are we already here, Peter? Why are we already talking about this, huh? Don't be degenerate. You're way too comfortable here. All right, fire galley war has begun, and Hera using the fishing ships. Remarkably calm with those fires coming in from Mr. Yo. Also, demo raft coming out early from Hera. If you get the villager, that's a big demo raft. Opening with a demo raft within like your first 4 or 5 ships is a little bit of a risk because you want huge value with that thing. And usually if your opponent only has 2 fire galleys, it's rare for you to find a double hit against them. But sometimes it can be good. And it looks like Hera's actually saving it for now. He's going for another demo. Okay, this could really pay out for him, or it could be a complete disaster if Yo manages to sneak in here and the demos auto attack just one ship. Exhibit A. Hera still has the fish in front. Yo is coming in with a demo now. He only gets damage on one ship, and Hera's trying to take this demo out of the equation. I think on this map, with this little shallows area, and you know people are going to have their villager forward repairing, you might just want to go for the villager with the demo. You're probably going to get a vill and a ship at the same time, and then they're down a villager and they won't be able to repair. That might be the strat, maybe. There's a lot that could go wrong, right? They could just pull the villager away. Your demo could get sniped by a fire and do no damage to anything at all. Behind this, Yo is adding an archer range. Hera has already added an archer range. And they're both going to be going into archers. I can't see any real damage coming from this in Feudal Age. But we'll see. You cannot wall to this area unless you go for a dock. But even then, I think units can kind of sneak by. So you're going to have to protect yourself with defensive structures or military. Identical vills, military eco, and idle TC. True. Is there a demo raft coming? There is. One fire galley down from both. And Yo has to get out of dodge. Demolition raft on the way, though, so Hera needs to be paying attention. Hera will see the villager over here. As he's running away from this demo raft, that's pretty good micro to slowly split his ships up one at a time. Keep a fire galley in the rear, too. And he comes in with a massive demo. And here are the archers here for Hera. And everything is going wrong in the last few seconds there for Mr. Yo. That was a really good step back technique there from Hera. To have it so the demo raft only targeted one of the fire galleys. And then, of course, the demo looping around there. I think Yo was busy somewhere else. Wasn't paying attention. Just like Hera. Never mind. He died for his brothers. Fletching is not in. Fletching isn't in. What are these going to do? They're going to tickle the villagers just a little bit. They're just going to tickle them just a tad. Skirmisher now coming out for Hera. He's got the archer as well. And his archers are coming back just to clear this up. Doesn't want that annoyance. He needs that gold coming in. And we look at the resources right now. I mean, Hera's even added quite a few farms here. He's almost done with the berries, but he has enough to click up to Castle Age. And he's going to win the water. Part of that is due to the fact that he cleared Yo's fish and he still had 3 fishing ships working. Part of it is due to the fact that he got the farms down earlier, probably because he had more wood because of the 200 free extra wood. And part of that is probably just better eco balance here from Hera. Or, yeah, from Hera. Idle time? A little bit. Part of it was due to 11 seconds more idle time. So now Mr. Yo is in a position where... just feels bad, right? You've lost water control. You can still contest, and you probably still need to contest. Or do you? There's 340 food left on these fish. I don't think you need to. I take it back. I don't think you need to. Hang on a second. Go out to the deer. Have a great time. It'll be a night out. Yeah, it's deer time, dude. Everything is built just a little bit here. Mr. Yo gets the armor. Hera gets the armor while he's advancing to the Castle Age. His resources are looking really good here. He has lost the fishing ships. But it doesn't really make sense for Yo to add that many more, right? So it's not even an advantage having some forces on the water when Hera has nothing. When Hera gets to Castle Age now. Wood upgrade, crossbow. He thought about elite skirm. Maybe a misclick, maybe not. Doesn't go for it. And the wall is coming down now for Mr. Yo. As Hera continues to make fire galleys. I guess it does give a lot of map control having this area, right? And if you're Hera, you know Yo is walling like this. Maybe you can take out some of those walls with your ships. Maybe you can protect your own little area here because he can always sneak through if your docks are gone. Yo is still not up. Still not up to the castle age. And he looks like he's going to go on stone here. Now, one potential way Yo can come back into this game is because Dravidians are ass on land. I shouldn't say that. They have their power spikes. But overall, their tech tree is underwhelming.
Can anyone else remember the times when the moderators used to ban you for subbing? Good times. They should bring those back, chatting.
No, they shouldn't. Thank you, Sharon. You tempt me sometimes, Sharon. You tempt me. Woot steal, though? Okay. Full wall here from Tato. Or not Tato, Yo. I was thinking Tato because he was in exactly the same position. But what Yo has done that Tato didn't do, or maybe Vinchester didn't allow Tato to do, is he's kind of expanded there. And he's got more access to woodlines than Tato had. I'm getting deja vu from Tato. Yeah, same colors and everything, eh? Third TC here from Hera. Yo is still not in Castle Age. Yay! But he's gearing up for a castle. And as we know, Mr. Yo, he loves those forward castle drops. Absolutely loves them. Would it work? Dunno. Right? If he gets elite skirm and has some scouts, maybe some camels to support, maybe. Between the monastery and the ranges, I don't think you get away with that. Not with a monk there and crossbows, and you only have 4 skirms with half of their HP. He is getting the infantry armor, though, which tells me he wants to go into Ghoulems. And if we think about it, what is the response to Ghoulam for Hera in Castle Age? Is it a castle of your own? Longsword? It's probably it, right? It's a castle of your own in Arumi? Or is it just having a ton of crossbows with good micro? Arumi is the cooler move. Yeah, but Arumi's not very useful against anything else. Like, the unit is... I think Arumi is slept on. I think it is, because once you get the full upgrades and once you get a big mass of them, they absolutely shred almost everything. The problem is you need full upgrades and you need a big mass and you need an enemy who is actually willing to fight you in a battle. If they're just running around and your Rumi are chasing after, like cracking their whips like Indiana Jones, and they can never catch up, it's not going to be a fun time. Hera's just super casually 15 villagers ahead of Mr. Yo. He's getting the armor. He's getting a Rumi here. Hera's coming forward with the crossbows, and Hera's just kind of playing fairly conservative until he identifies what Yo is going to make. He doesn't know. For all he knows, Yo could be producing no military right now and just booming behind these walls. Hera gates Arumi. Hey, do you mean Hera hates Arumi? What's this map called again? Wasn't it in Hidden Cup? It's called Trousers, bro. It's actually called Bay. If you want to see the map name, you can look down here. So those crossbows did well. As forging comes in now for Yozarumi, and Hera knows. Hera knows what it is, and what's the solution for Hera? That's the question, right? Because you're thinking, you're like, it's got to be longsword. It can't be anything else. I don't have any stone. I can't go for a castle. I can't make knights. I could only make light cav. I don't want elephants. Those will never catch up. It's got to be longsword. That's the only solution to this problem. in Castle Age, or you could wall. Or you could wall as well. And that's interesting, too, because if Yo has done the calculus in his brain, he'll know that that is the only solution for Hera. Is Hera about to lose because he's too greedy? No, this might be a smart move from Yo, because when you're going down the counter list... Oh, shit, dude. This might be a Omega brain play from Yo. When you're thinking about the Civ matchup, and you're going down the counters list for Dravidians in Castle Age... It's really not there. This is the only option. And now we look at the food situation from Hera. With all of this stuff cut off over here, it's not looking so good. Mr. Yo is producing from 3 TCs behind this, or trying to. Dravidian's problem, how do I deal with any land unit? Yep. Yep. A demo would work really well, actually. A demo would be great here. He's too late, though. That's why you always keep one in reserve. No, Yo, don't. No, Yo, leave. No, Yo. No, Yo. He's got demos as well. Yo, leave. Now, please. Golems against the against the two. Sorry, we'll run down the list. Against the longswords now. Still shredding. Pass-through damage is huge. I went longsword, then I went two-handed swordsman, then I realized that they were men-at-arms. It's just very underwhelming. This could get ugly fast. It's already ugly, brother. It's already ugly. Fortunately for Hera, he was so far ahead in eco, and he's 25 villagers ahead. Mr. Yo just needs to keep providing pressure, but Hera is back working on all this stuff, and he's even adding farms down here. He's got stone collection over here. I think Yo just won't be able to do enough damage. Hera going for another town center. However, Yo is going for an armored elephant. The thing about longsword versus golem is they're not even that, like, dominant against them. It's not like eagles against longswords, right? This fight's pretty good, though, for Hera. Elephant working away on the monastery. More golems coming out. Mr. Yo is not close to going up to Imperial Age, but he could get another castle right here. What does he see? Dude, just drop it in his face. Screw it. Send the golems in behind here. He doesn't see these farms. That's only us on Capture Age. But he will see that Hera is over here with a ton. And he'll see more farms in this area. Yeah, this is castleable. Hera's now buying stone, and he's going to go for a castle over... Ooh. Okay. Still has gold back here, but he's gone for his first castle to secure this gold, which is interesting. As the golems come in again over on this side, longswords being pulled back towards the castle. It's not really a fight. That's not a position that Hera wants to take this fight in, that's for sure. With the castle fire helping out. Yo threw stone on a TC. He did. He went for a 4th TC. He's at 87 villagers right now. Hera's at 120, still has 8 villagers queued. The golems are in, and the golems are taking out the longswords. You can tell how awkward this is for Hera, right? He was significantly ahead on eco. He had military on the field with like 10 plus villager lead when Yo did not have anything present. And he's still struggling because Dravidians just don't seem to have a great answer to golems. They have an okay answer in the longswords, but it's not fantastic. It's not a counter by any means. Okay, Yo. We know what you want to do. You want to sell that wood. You want to buy the stone. And you want to place a castle right here. Couple golems being converted. Yo doesn't care. Hera needs a few Dravidian elephants. Why? So we can watch them waddle around and never be able to catch any of the golems. At all. He's going to go for a roomies now, and that's a much better solution. to this problem than longswords. Unfortunately for Hera, he only has one castle to produce. Things are pretty fast, though. They're still slower than the Arumi, but they are pretty speedy. I feel like Hera's eco is kicking in. He's got 52 on food, man. You're not wrong. But look at Mr. Yo's eco behind this. He's building, right? 30 out on food. 35 on gold. 18 Ghoulems in the queue. Oh my god. I don't think I've ever really thought about this Civ matchup before. The Ghoulems just seem like a legitimate answer to Dravidians here. Like I said before, Dravidians should be favored on the water, but as soon as you're talking about land, well, we've seen them struggle before. Let's take a look at these Arumis. How will they do? Longsword raid in the back here, by the way. First real raid into Yo's eco this game. And Yo, you have left a hole, my friend. Not anymore. He's going to wall that up. Hera forced to work away on a house. If Yo gets this house down in time, he should be fine. He's still raiding on this side, guys. Imperial Age is on the way for Hera. It's in this TC back here. So unlikely that that TC is going to be taken out. But what's he going to be left with by the time he gets there, folks? Arumis are going down over here. Longsword raid really not doing too much on this side, as Yo has gone for a couple cav archers to clear this up. But Stonewall's behind, should be fine. And all of this eco is pretty exposed for Mr. Hera. Yo now thinking about clicking up himself. What are the market prices looking like? I see Hera buying, but I don't see where the market is. It's over here. Market prices aren't terrible on anything. So Yo could definitely use that market. 100%. He still has 17 Ghoulems in the queue. As Hera now goes for a tower, and Hera's trying to get access to gold. He castled this gold. He's off of it right now for some reason. He has this gold over here, and he's trying to take Mr. Yo off of this one. Actually, this is probably, yeah, he's probably just trying to take him off because he knows that Yo is likely out at his base. I think Hera has this game. Maybe. It's been a good one regardless. Imperial Age on the way for Mr. Yo. 2.5 minutes behind Hera. And he manages to clear up all of the longswords. Man, that pass-through damage coming through clutch with the Ghoulems. This is why you always, on a map like this is why you always keep a demo in reserve. Just in case. Just, it's a slight investment. But imagine, you see this, you bait him over here with a unit or something, and then he, boom. Tata would have a demo here. Woots Steel. That'll help. That's also a very expensive technology. But Hera prioritizing that first. I think he might have clicked that at the same time he clicked Two-Handed Swordsman as well. He's got 63 on food. Classic Hera things here. Expanding all over the map. As Two-Handed Swordsman kicks in, and Yo is suddenly going to be doing a lot worse against these units. Ghoulems are working away at the TC. Resources looking decent for Yo. He could go for hand cannons, but once he's an imp, he's going to have to wait for chemistry to come in, and Hera's already going to have champions with wood steel by then. Does he have Gambescents? He does. Yeah, he does. Ghoulems are still killing, however. Yo is taking the villager lead. They're cutting off TCs over here. Hera has a sneaky TC over here. Let's see if Yo can spot that. He cannot. And Yo still can't access this middle area of Hera's eco, where all the farms are, where all the houses and everything. There's too many Two-Handed Swordsmen there. He gets Elite Golem immediately, and he's got 30 3 of them on the field, but Hera has 55 soon-to-be champions with Woot Steel. Missing the 3rd armor upgrade, missing Blast Furnace, but that's on the way now. I think Yo took that engagement and he was like, nope. Nope. I'm good. Do Dravidians get Teutonic Knights? Unfortunately, no, they do not. Chemistry is coming in from Mr. Yo. Once he has chemistry, he can go into hand cannons. Very devastating composition for Hindustanis once they get the unique tech, especially for the extra range. And I want to see how these elite Ghoulems do. Pass-through damage is going to be clutch. Woot Steel champions with Blast Furnace lose to Ghoulems. Easy. Easy. He didn't have the final armor upgrade, but Yo didn't even have Blast Furnace there, so it all cancels out. Easy win. Pass-through damage. Need a roomie. Yeah, he does. He actually does, but now he's going to be running into some issues because hand cannons will be coming out shortly, and Yo has done enough to just kind of stall out Hera in this match. Now, Yo needs access to gold, right? And I'm surprised the relics haven't been gathered. Yo only has 1 so far. Hera had 1, but it's popped out. They should probably start thinking about that shortly. Yo has also discovered this TC. It's been a painful discovery, but he has found it. Yo will soon be down to 1 castle. That is a good point as well. However, he's about to shift onto hand cannon production rather than Ghoulam production. He's got some Ghoulems back here. Going for a TC on this gold. He's now attacking this TC, and that TC's done. Done. And he's still harassing the food eco from Hera. Like, there's a lot of farms that have been forced to be abandoned here from Hera. What a nice play from Yo to go Ghoulam. Like, we're so used to seeing Ghoulam being absolutely useless against other melee units. And Yo rightly came to the conclusion that Hera doesn't have many options against it. Trebs are going to go down, and the castle is saved. Hand cannons working away from behind. Hera forced to go into skirmishers. Hera losing more vills here, folks. Hera is down to 112 villagers here, folks. But, I mean, that TC's dead. Dead. No unique unit from Hera? Well, he can't. He really can't now, can he? With the hand cannons mixed in. And he hasn't gotten the elite upgrade for it. He only has 1 castle currently. With not that much stone to place additional ones, so... It's probably... Like, champions are going to be a little bit worse. But it's probably worth it to just stick with the champions and then get some sort of range unit behind. 73 champions with Woot Steel is a lot. It is a lot of units. Hand cannons working away, though. They can't let the champions get too close, right? These champions are 3-shotting these hand cannons. And, well, Hera don't care. Hera don't care about your castle. Bye-bye. Who needs Trebs? Who needs Siege when you can just have a full army of champions taking out castles? That's exactly what Hera just did. He's down to 51 champions, but he's got more in the queue. And it's Yo's turn to start losing villagers here. It looks like Hera has made the recovery. We've got Ghoulems in the back, which is going to be very annoying, but Hera has noticed this, and he's got champions back to respond to this. Ghoulems also raiding at the top here. It's very good for Mr. Yo. You can see the Eco KD. Yo almost getting to 100 now. And this is what happens when you don't notice that your hand cannons are being pushed. You lose them. Yo is distracted. He only has 6 hand cannons. This is swinging back in Hera's favor. 100%. Light cab coming out from Yo. That is one advantage that he has over Hera. His cavalry get more upgrades. Better raiding unit, but I mean, Hera does have wood steel, right? So he could go with wood steel light cav even if they're missing the final armor upgrade. And Yo is now running out of gold access. Where is he even taking gold? He's just taking gold here. Can't take this gold up here, and Hera has done a fantastic job to lock down the map. This should be Hera's win. Yo made it close. Yo made it very close, and imagine if they had been up the castle age at around the same time. Imagine how differently this game would have played out if Hera wasn't already 20 villagers ahead by the time Yo really showed up at his base with that army. He just had such a better opening, right? It's all ogre now. Yo's going to keep playing on. He's at 140 pop. But Hera even has the luxury of getting hoardings. That's how you know your eco is looking fresh. When you get that casual hoardings and you don't even have a castle forward, your eco's looking pretty good. Hi, Dave. Do you know Viper does watch along with your stream? Oh, my God. Is he? Oh, my God. I'm blushing. Even murder holes. Murder holes for Hera. GG called. That was a really nice game. That was a much better game than I thought it would be, and that's the 4th victory for Hera. Watch Yo win 4 in a row now. 4th victory in a row. Yeah, I think that showed us the weakness in the Dravidian tech tree. Not that we didn't know it was already there, but it really outlined it. Especially when the Ghoulems were still winning the fights against the longswords and the champions. Interesting. Should have gone a Rumi right away. You could see that like 20, 30 second gap as well. When the Ghoulems were first shown, he wipes up the crossbows, and then Hera's not making anything. And he's probably just thinking like, what on earth do I have? Champion mass is devastating, man. Yeah, I think that was just at a point where Hera's eco just kicked in, right? Yo had like 38 Ghoulems, and Hera had 70 champions. Fun matchup. Fun matchup. Does it mean Dave is streaming on Facebook? Yep. That's me. I've fallen. What's your general take on the Indian civs? I like Bengalis a lot. I think Bengalis are a fun civ. They might be one of my... They're like probably top 5 to play right now in terms of enjoyment. Dravidians are your classic competitive civ where they're really good at one thing and then they're really ass at another thing. So that's kind of cool. Hindustanis, boring. It's just a boring civ. It's just a boring civ. They do have a fun death comp though with the gunpowder. And then Gujaras are also just a boring civ. I like the idea of garrisoning your fishing ships in the docks. And I love the idea of garrisoning your herdables. Been suggesting that for years, ever since I played Star Wars Galactic Battlegrounds, because you could garrison the little banthas and generate food that way. But other than that, kind of lame. Chakrams are also kind of cool, but the whole civ in general is just lame. Shirvamsha ruins the civ for me. It's such a dumb unit. It's so dumb. I would be very pleased if Shirvamsha was just removed from the game. Tartarus, thank you for the 5 gifted, dude. Thank you so much. It's very generous, man. You got Gilgamesh, you got Otis in there. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Do you think they are going to split the Chinese Civ like they did to the Indians? I don't think they're messing with the Chinese Civ at all. In terms of historical stuff, in terms of splitting it up, I don't think they want any potential problems with the Chinese government. You can never predict them. I think they'll stay away from that with a 10-foot pole. Hera feeling better? Uh-oh, Yo. Well, I mean, Yo did win 3 games in a row, and then Hera won 3 games in a row as well. And, like, Hera should win there with Dravidians, I think. I redeemed an emote. It's how I picture Lars. Ooh. What's your general take on hype chats? Thank you, Fenris, for the 14 knock. You can just highlight a message anyway, right? Peepo Degen. Nice. This is how I envision all of you. It ain't summer without Sean Paul. Oh, sorry. Sean Paul. His name isn't Sean Paul, it's Sean Paul. Who? You don't know who Sean Paul is, dude? Oh my god. Oh my. I remember when Sean Paul first became a big thing. Holy. What was that? Like, I was like 13 or something, or 12. When he first became a thing. Everyone was listening to Sean Paul. All right, here we go. Hera's up 6-5. Yo needs to stop this win streak from Hera. It's gone 1-1, 2-2, and then 3 wins from Yo, and then 4 wins from Hera. Or I guess it was 1-1, 1-1, 3-4. Did Sean Paul invent saying his name at the beginning of every song? I don't know. But it did catch on, didn't it? Yo is playing as the Italians here. Hera is playing as the Britons. And Hera's actually got a potential nice dock spot here. It's rare you get 2 fish close by. Unfortunately for him, there is shallow water in between where he might potentially dock. And that means that his fish can be harassed when they come back.
Of all the streams, Dave's is one of them.
Thank you, Apex. That is true. Thank you for the $25. I appreciate you. Political analysis. Thank you for the 13 months. Appreciate you as well. As we see Yo go forward with the dock, and he's also got 2 fish here. Very, very nice. Good dock spot. Now, Britons is a common pick for this map, partially because a lot of the focus turns from Navy to Archers here. Britons have a good build that way. You can also boom behind with Britons cheaply. Cheaper TCs. You also have these water buffalo. So the Britons get a bonus on gathering from them. And the Britons late game for a condensed push into the center area to control the gold can be very, very strong. Very, very strong, right? You get the trebs, the castles, the archers, or arbalists or longbows or whatever. Pushing into the center area. It's very, very tough for anyone to stop that. Even with something like bombard cannons. Can anyone explain the meme with the subler? It's just from a show that I enjoy. Just from Letterkenny. Now, Hera has gone up to the Feudal Age. He has not added any fish at all. Very strange. He has added the docks super early, but no fish. I guess that's his second Dark Age building. So it's an interesting build for sure. And he's not on gold yet either. What is this? He's just now adding a fishing ship 50 seconds away from the Feudal Age? He's not on gold? He's only now going on to gold? Letterkenny or Shorzy, pick one. Well, I mean, I've never watched Shorzy. I've only watched Letterkenny, so it would have to be Letterkenny for me. And the villager is coming forward from Mr. Yo. I don't know if it's just running from the scout or... Yeah, it's coming forward. Now, if you're playing against galleys, which I think Yo suspects Hera is doing, as Hera queues up the first galley here, you want to get those docks forward so you can really pressure the production buildings with the fires. And Yo will likely be playing into fires here. That was good from Hera to get up to Feudal Age pretty quick and engage against the scout. He takes it out. He's going to fight this villager. And he'll probably pull his first galley over here to try and snipe that. Definitely don't want to lose this scout. This could be very useful later. You can scout all the extra relic spots on the sides and the extra stone spots on the sides as well. And you can even harass the fish for free before the fires come out from Mr. Yo. So good job from Hera. Fast Feudal Age, taking out the scout from Yo. I still have to question the production. Sorry. Excuse me. I felt that coming forever. I have to question the production from Hera, right? Like 2 dock galleys, but it was a very strange build where he went to gold pretty late. He's now going to the berries. And I suppose he's just making galleys so he can snipe the fish from Yo. But if you go galleys here, you snipe the fish, you're only going to get like 2 of them. You have to sustain galley production to have a foothold on the water to continue sniping those fish. Because Yo will just simply add more, especially with Italians, they're cheaper. And we'll see if 2 docks is going to cut it. Yo has gone for the fire galley into galley approach. Unfortunately, his fire galley is on the other side. He's going to discover that Hera indeed has no fish at all. And he gets a little bit of chip damage against these galleys, which is good. However, Hera has 5 galleys already. No fletching yet for him. It's only 3 galleys for Mr. Yo and 1 fire galley behind. But it's 3 dock production. Yo's eco. It's a pretty open base, isn't it? It's really open for Golden Swamp. He's got a lot of room to play around here. Could be a blessing, could be a curse. If Hera comes in with some land units, it's a lot of area he needs to wall. Missed yesterday, summary in 1 sentence. Look at the scoreboard. That's my sentence. Or, no. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. It's up. Oh, no. Check my YouTube. That's my summary. It's already up there. It's all up there. You have YouTube? Yes. Yes, I do. It was a difficult process, but I got it done. No fletching for either player. Yo just getting it now. And fletching coming in for Hera? No. Blacksmith just now going up. Hit the bell. I don't want people to hit the bell, okay? I don't want people to be notified every time I drop a new video, okay? I want that nice little surprise. Maybe dread when you go on YouTube and you see my name under the suggested videos list. What on earth was that galley doing? That boy was spinning.
Missed summary. PLS summarize in 1 word.
1 word? I don't got one. Thank you for the $15. Appreciate you, Joju. Hera snipes the fish. Yo has no fish, and they are just going around the world, around the middle. He's chasing the galleys here, and maybe they'll make another loop. You never know. Maybe Hera comes back this way, goes around again, and Yo goes around again. It's going to be like some Scooby-Doo mysteries kind of thing, right? Like Hera goes in one door, and then he comes out over here. In one word, competitive. Exciting. Biblical. "20-second split, lap 2. This isn't Mario Kart, bro, right? This is serious business. Mark it up for Mr. Yo. It's cheaper for him to go up to the Castle Age, and if he buys 100 food here, sells 100 wood, unqueues a villager, still wouldn't be enough. But it's close. There we go. He sells the stone. There we go. Godly, thank you for the 5 months. Klausy, thank you for the 5 months. Welcome back, boys.
YouTube already subscribed, smile.
Hera's taken out a dock, so the 3 dock production advantage is not in Yo's favor anymore. And Hera has kept his docks working this entire time. Neither player seems overly interested in taking a massive fight. Yo will add another dock behind this. He comes forward and gets a little bit of damage. You can compare the HPs to give you a really good idea of the status of these navies, and Hera has about 400 HP more. Less now, though. More now. Yo snipes the ship. That's very nice. Hera snipes the ship, and Hera's coming in. Maybe Hera remembers the demos yesterday for migration. Doesn't want to come too close to this dock. Yo's actually adding a 4th dock. And Yo has full walled behind this. Hera is also full walled as he clicks up to the Castle Age. He's going to be about a minute and 20 seconds later than Mr. Yo, however. So Yo will have Bodkin advantage. War Galley advantage, presumably. I don't think he's one of those gamers. Absolute god gamers that delays War Galley. Because galleys are easier to maneuver. For that sick transitional micro. War galleys are one of the most annoying units in the game. So stupid. How you could go from such a perfect unit like a galley to a clunk fest like a war galley with an upgrade is disgusting. These are so fun to play with, and war galleys are such a pain. It's coming in. Is this the Great Galley micro from back in the day? Not really. There's trees in the way. You have to have open seas for that Great Galley micro. Alright, 18 galleys for Hera. 14 for Yo. He's going to get the upgrade first. He's got Bodkin as well. And he's taking out ships. And Hera's in trouble. A lot of these galleys are weak. A lot of these galleys are weak. Now Yo can make some fires as well. I wouldn't mind that. He's going for a university over here. Took a risk actually building the university on the shoreline. What on earth? And he's trying to cut off these ships. And you can see Hera is just going for Bodkin. I'm not sure if that's because he can't afford War Galley. He's adding 2 extra TCs behind this. Or if he wants the maneuverability only of galleys. I think it's because he can't afford. Yeah, take out that dock. Yeah, show that dock who's daddy. Yeah. Sorry, Viper. War Galley coming in. Ballistics coming in now from Mr. Hera. The food eco is not looking good for him. If he wants to produce from 3 TCs, he is going to have to get some farms up quickly. He still has a lot of ships, though. As the War Galley comes in for Hera. Beautiful patrol stack there on those ships. And Yo's ships are bumping behind, so I think Hera is going to win this. Yo didn't think that Hera had Ballistics already because he didn't even have a War Galley for a very long time. Trying to do runners in front. Basically sacrificed a couple ships doing that. And Hera pushes forward, but Yo has the reinforcements. Yo has 17 ships. Hera only has 10. Yo is now playing around the ballistics here, and I think Hera's stacked up here, and it's kind of deceiving how many ships he actually has compared to Yo's. It's not enough, though. Yo's going to push him back. However, behind this, 3 TCs for Hera, even though he can only produce from 1. And it's only 1 TC for Mr. Yo. However, he can produce from it. There we go. Hera getting some additional farms up. And he's going to get the production on track. I love the details of the flags. It is cool, isn't it? They got the little Italian symbol. They've got the little English symbol. Is this worth your time, Hera? Sometimes you just have to ask yourself, is this simply worth my time? I don't think it was. Yo has control over this middle area, and he's adding even more ships. Hera continues adding ships here. Hera will go for more docks over in this spot. Adding more galleys here is tough, though, especially against an opponent with ballistics. You're gonna need something else to push these war galleys from Yo away, because if you eject, those ships of yours are just gonna get blasted. You have to wait for a lot inside your docks to fully eject and take the fight. But then you're going to be pressured by the fact that Yo is killing the docks. The HP is getting lower. The ships are going to eject automatically. And now he's forced to repair. Which is not a good situation. I hope, for Yo's sake, that he just keeps adding ships behind this. Right? Like you see 3 docks with flags in it. And you see a 4th dock as well, and now he sees the ships pop out. Gonna start working away on these. Still has more, but Hera is catching up fast with that 5 dock production. Why did Britons not have Paladin? I don't know, man. I just don't. They deserve it, don't they? They're not good enough. Okay. Ill-advised attempt from Hera. Ill-advised attempt. I think he almost would have been better making fires from all of these and then pushing out, but it's going to be tough either way, right? Because you had so many ships. And Yo is still adding more galleys. Yo has kind of got his food eco under control, but only 2 TC, and Hera is now in a position where he can produce from all of them. You can see all these farms that he's placed behind this. However, his gold is going to be ranged by the galleys. This TC can be ranged. These farms can be ranged. I don't think Yo can quite reach this one, but it's going to be very, very ugly indeed for Hera. And Yo maybe even thinking about Imperial Age. Couple cannon galleons mixed in. I don't know why we went high there with the note, but seemed appropriate. Chemistry, some cannon galleons, you know, just a couple. Take out some TCs, prevent the castle from Hera coming forward. Also, one thing that Yo needs to do, and he's kind of done it over here. You need a ship here, a ship here, a ship here. You need a ship here. You need a ship here, and you need a ship here. You also need a ship over here. Are you not going to shoot back? My dude just got left on red. My dude has just gotten left on red. Disgusting. Imperial Age coming in. In this TC. No, that's the wheelbarrow TC. Hera's not even up. I'm high. Yo's the one going up to Imp. In this TC. Okay. Mr. Yo, outposts over here. He's got one right there. We need more on this side. We need more on this side. There's certain things you can do to lock down the game, right? He's got the walls over here, which is great. Okay, that's a tree. Good. He's got the walls over here, which is great. Grabbing the relics is going to be important, right? You can see he's already gotten one. Working away on the market, too, which is going to be brutal because Hera has 850 gold. Hera, quickly, buy something. Didn't work. Hera has 4 TCs with 97 villagers. I know there's a lot of Vill count watchers out there that automatically assume the guy who's ahead in villagers is winning the game. There's a lot of those. A lot of those. We see them all the time. I don't know if Hera's going to pull through, guys. He's going to be housed shortly as Yo kills all of this stuff. There we go. He's housed. If Yo gets some cannon galleons here or some trebs or something, there's really no way that Hera can place the castles to get back on water. Yo is now doing the thing that we mentioned before. Patrolling the sides, making sure that Hera doesn't redock, and he's also outposting. Yeah, Yo's experienced. He's a big boy. He knows exactly what he's doing, and Hera is now going for a castle here. Just needs to notice this. If he notices this, oh, he's making a beeline. Uh-oh. Hera sees that Yo sees, and he says, GG, well played. No chance to get back on the water. Shipwright even coming in for Mr. Yo, and that was just a really nice performance there from Yo. Maybe half the question, the decision from Hera to go for the additional TCs and to invest wood into farming eco rather than keeping up the pressure on water, or maybe just even taking this fight over here that he took. Right? Like, he was clearly outnumbered, and he still took it. He still charged right in there. And then he got himself in a position where he has 5 docks, and they're all garrisoned with 2 or 3 war galleys, and they're surrounded by the enemy. He simply can't gather his navy in one place to push back. Maybe he should have just fully given up on water. I mean, we saw the fruits of that, right? You have a forward gold here. Your TCs are going to be ranged. I don't know. Yo has won a game, though. Maybe he wins 5 in a row now. Who knows? Do you think Yo had the better civ for this map? Well, probably. But Britons have been a very popular pick here. A very, very popular pick. I don't know where the meta sits currently with this map. We'd have to ask other pros who they think is better, and I think you'd get, you know, if you asked 10 pros, I think you'd get multiple answers. There wouldn't be a consensus. Is there a streaming delay? No. There's no delay here. I'll be right back. I can almost never watch these. Well, fortunately, I have a YouTube, but Fortunately as well, you're here today. Welcome. Delvinert, thank you for the, or Dalnavert, sorry. Thank you for the 10 months. Appreciate it, bro. Welcome back. Missing Vietnamese loss for Hera. Thank you. I try to remember. Dude, it is gonna get so tough at the end of this tournament, trying to remember that final best of 21 civs. Oh man. Oh baby. It's gonna get difficult. Dave, is the Viper leeching content today? Leeching? That sounds so... Dude, that just sounds so bad. I mean, that just sounds negative, right? He's pilfering. There you go. That sounds a little more cultured. He's pilfering. It's fine. I don't mind, dude. I don't care. I don't care. He's AFK, Dave? Oh my god. Oh, that's a rookie mistake. Did he leave the sound on my stream while he was AFK? Oh, that is a rookie mistake, dude. That's exactly what I would expect from a Facebook streamer. That is just rookie. He muted you? Okay, there you go. He's learning. Good advertising? Yeah, I don't care, man. Viper's chill. It's probably good content, him making fun of me, right? I know he's gonna make fun of me. I know he is. But it's good content. People probably enjoy it, so that's fine. My pride has already been severely damaged and mutilated throughout the years. I'm old now. I've seen too much. I can barely go on. Do it for the stream. All right, here we are. Serengeti. Yo playing as Gujaras. It's 6-6. Hera playing as the Khmer. Both very good Serengeti civs here. And Yo is going to immediately garrison 5 of his goats inside. He also has the zebra very close to the TC. Love to see it. A lot of food available here with Gujaras. You could garrison the stuff. You got the berries. You got the starting berry bushes over here. You got the zebras at the back. Ostrich at the front really close. The elephant already under the TC. And it's looking good. We look at Hera's zebra, and he's got to push these through a forest. Look at this. He's got to push him. Look at this. Look at this. Look at what he has to do. It's just easy mode back here. He's even got a nice little, oh my god, that's a jungle camp. Look at the way that nestles in so cleanly in that wood line. It's beautiful. Is best of 21 more strategic or more micro? I mean, it's clearly more strategic, right? Even just the civ draft itself, brain power has to be off the charts to figure out what you need and what you need to deny from your opponent. Loom coming in. Feudal Age on the way for Hera. It's a villager earlier than Mr. Yo. As Yo continues to push in all of the zebra, and no, dude, he went back again, bro. What the fuck? Get this woodline out. We need some axes. We need some fire. We need some weed remover. We need everything. Pesticides. Get it out. Remove it. Brain power is actually lower. In best of 1, you have to win 100% of your games. In a best of 21, only approximately 55% of your games. Thank you, Sharon. Thank you, Sharon. Sharon? Sharon? Don't know how to say his name still. Yo has already pushed in all of the zebra, and now he's beginning to push in the ostrich as well. Like, Yo has so much food here. Hera struggling. But at the same time, I mean, Hera only has 2 left to push in, and I guess Yo only has 2 left to push in. Yo still has the berry bushes available as well. It's been a pretty nice nice opening here from Yo. Goes for the barracks. Hera will be adding the stable shortly, and he will not have a barracks because he's playing as Khmer. So that's something Yo can potentially take advantage of. Hera as Khmer, I think his weaknesses with this Civ is his ego. But that's also his strength. No, his ego is his weakness. His ability is his strength. Because he won't add a barracks to make spearmen. And he won't really add walls. He will be thinking about hopping inside of houses to save his villagers. Thinks he's fast enough to do it. And I think if you make enough scouts and if you're aggressive enough, you can really take advantage of that. Ego, not eco. Ego. Not saying the ego isn't warranted. He's very, very good. And most of the time, he'll probably be fine. But we've seen instances before with these top guys playing as Khmer. His Hera actually goes to the walls. Nice. Like it. Where they don't add the barracks. They get overwhelmed by scouts because they don't have access to spearmen. And the other player is playing scout spearmen. So they can defend at home with their spears and send the scouts forward. And then they don't wall because they think they can simply hop inside the houses and they'll be fine. Honest question, did this no barracks house hopping ever worked in 1v1 turning? All the time, dude. Works all the time. I'm not saying it doesn't work. I'm just presenting an opportunity for damage to be done. Like, very few people are adding that barracks with Khmer. Very few. And Hera almost has the wall complete here. That's a nice wall. It's walled towards the wood line. You can see there's still a gap here, right? There's still a gap over here, here. So he's going to need to figure that out. But he's fine, and he's playing it smart, and he's walling up at the back. Nice. Love to see it. Yo doing the same thing on this side. Has the spearmen to defend. And this is the big difference, right? Yo can just produce some spearmen from this barracks, gets 3 or 4 spearmen, he keeps them at home, and they can defend against the scout aggression. Whereas Hera doesn't have any units here. And if there's some bad pathing or something like that, and his villagers can't jump in the house on time, it's big trouble. God, he's just like belligerently taking those berries, isn't he? Absolutely no military heading back for this. And Yo's had enough. They both know at any point he could just hop inside one of those houses. Maybe Yo should just dive on this, right? He's found the villager over here. Hera's not going to save her. Or is he? Meanwhile, on this side, spearmen have gone down. And it seems as if Hera has killed a villager. It looks like Yo killed a villager at some point. That's this one right here. So Hera must have sniped a vill forward here. Eco KD is 1-1. Yo is still running around with his scouts. Hera took quite a bit of damage. And Yo is going to try and kill this villager. I hate when this happens. Even if you have the scouts on stand ground. If you attack, like, Yo clearly clicked that villager. 2 of the scouts went to attack that vill. And the other 2 attacked the other 2 villagers. So he missed out on 2 hits initially. As Hera hops inside that house. It's very annoying. Very, very annoying. They just decide they want to attack another unit than the one you're targeting. And it's always kind of been there in the game. Like, it's been around in some form throughout the entirety of the game. But it's never been as deliberate as it is now. Scouts from Hera need to stay home in defense. Yo, he's got some units at home to defend, right? He's got the spearmen and he's going for the big walls towards the edge of the map. He's got 7 scouts now. You almost want to bait Hera out of his base with these units. You don't want to attack him. You want to leave him for a few seconds. And Hera, being Hera, has to be clicking something. So he will come forward with these. And then it gives you an opportunity to come forward with the scouts and do some damage. Scouts are on stand ground. Don't get the damage initially. And now Hera is garrisoning in the house. And now he's stuck in the house. He has sent the scouts back, though. Didn't try and go forward. Didn't try and do damage. He's going to have some forces back to defend. And he pulls the villagers off of the barriers. He's about to click up to the castle age. Yo is not too far away. Has 10 on gold. And he still needs about 100 gold to go up. So he should be a few seconds behind Hera. After thisville, surely. Surely after thisville, he clicks up to the castle age. Still controlling the berries over here. Hera farming with Khmer like he's another Civ. Love to see it. Keeping those villagers safe. He could put the farms anywhere. He could put the farm here. Doesn't matter. What is Hera going castle age? Elephants? No. No. That is a good question against Gujaras, though. You just go knights here? Knight monk? Knowing Hera, I might just go light cav and try and snipe things, but Yo is fully walled. Oh! Someone call an ambulance! But not for me! Oh, don't come back with these villas. One villager down there. It's going to be a second one down, maybe. Doesn't die. She gets garrisoned at the last possible second. Is this one going to die? Does Hera manage to save all but one villager here while simultaneously trapping all the scouts from Yo? The answer is yes. Sick. Nice garrisons there from Hera. Look at how weak these villagers are. Look at how weak they are. That's pretty sick. Not gonna cap. Spearman also looking for damage. Hera just walling it out. Now Hera is controlling the entire map basically right now. He's getting the armor upgrade. I think he's going to go light cav and then some knights with monks involved. Yeah, there's the knights coming right now. Camel scouts on the way. Playing knights against Gujaras is a risky proposition. And Yo automatically upgrades to camel. So he already has 4 camels on the field. So Yo already has more camels than Hera has knights. Very, very nice. Now he's going to take the fight against the light cav. Was fighting uphill. Still decent enough for him though. And he's going to weaken them while losing a camel. Trivamsa also chasing these down. And the camels are forward. Jortland, thank you for the 8 months. Appreciate it. Thank you for being here, everyone. It's going to be a blast today. Monastery going up. Double TC for Mr. Yo. It's only 1 additional TC for Hera. And Yo hasn't done the greatest job with these initial camels, but he's just kind of massing his military currently. And long term, we're still wondering what Hera does. Monks are a given if you're fighting knights versus camels, but it just kind of feels like Yo is going to overwhelm him at some point if he goes monks of his own. Maybe mixes in some scouts or light cap, or even Shrivamshas to snipe the monks from Hera. Could be really nice. God, if they accidentally overchop on this wood line, so many villagers could die. Is that open? Oh my god. Just got that palisade wall down in time. These villagers are super weak. Nice quick wall there from Hera. Yo was sniffing around that area. Hera manages to deny it. Now, that's an advantage that Yo has over Hera. He doesn't have to worry so much about overchops because he's got so much res secured within his walls. That was just a good job he did earlier. Did Hera just hop in that house? Hop out? The gate, palisade wall that Travamsha in? Kind of sick. You say that, but he has one villager chopping on the left side. He does. Stop! Stop! What are you doing? Are you trying to undermine our entire civilization here? Stop! In the name of the law! Oh no. It's a spy, yep. If Hera gets in there, I swear to God. Oh, yo, you're never gonna get away with these camels. That was a mistake. You should have just deleted all three. And Hera's kind of taking control of the map, right? Yo's got 6 camels. Unable to get these monks over here. And he gave 2 camels away to Hera. However, he is coming in with the light cav. He gets 1 monk. He gets almost a 2nd monk. But the light cav is taken out by the converted camels. And Yo needs to retreat for now. Hera has 11 monks here, folks. 11 monks. Has the villager lead as well. Or not 11 monks, sorry, 11 knights. I said monk, I meant knight. He's got 2 monks. Dave apologized? I did. You know what I meant. And a 4th TC in the back. Please don't copy pasta. Thank you. Wheelbarrow coming in for both players. 10 camels. 12 knights. Equal upgrades for both of them. And monk numbers looking similar as well. However, Yo has added the 4th TC now. So he should be able to catch up on villagers eventually to Hera. Hera is still significantly ahead because Yo's had a lot of idle TC time here. As we see the light cav running in, and they do manage to snipe a monk. However, Hera will get a monk of his own. Yo is desperately trying to convert back those camels that he gave Hera. He doesn't want the knights. He wants the camels. He wants more camels here. And Hera's just now adding barracks. So he's going into pikemen to respond to the camel threat. He's going to have knights to accompany that. He's obviously going to have monks as well. As Yo gets the +2 armor, just kind of doubles down on the cavalry. And what is this building here? Another stable. Yep. Full double down. Dave, is it possible to DM you in some way to convey a personal message? Twitch Whisper. I have my business email down below. X. LinkedIn. MySpace. I think you mean Twitter. I think you'll find that it's called X now. Camels are coming in. Travamshas are coming in as well. Should be a very annoying raiding unit here. Still no fletching in for Hera. So that's going to be a problem, right? Travamshas with +2 armor. No fletching involved as the light cav come in and they failed to snipe the monks. Oh my goodness. Monks surviving there from Hera. Meanwhile, on the other side, Hera's main army is chasing these camels away. 77 villagers for Yo. 85 for Hera. So much idle TC time here from Yo. The macro's not really keeping up. He's had enough food to produce vills. He's just not producing as the game is now paused. So much stone on both sides. Yeah, I think they're both just kind of waiting. Sometimes you have stone in the bank, but you can't quite get a castle in the location you want a castle. So you wait for the fight to be resolved, and then you go for it. Yo is going to go for a castle up on this hill. Hera is going to go for a castle on this hill? Is he really coming forward for a castle? No way, dude. No. You know this army escaped. You know there's still camels over here. You know he's going camel production. You cannot! 1,400 stone in the bank, and Hera is going for a forward castle. He's coming with the pikemen as well. I guess with the pikemen army added in, it could be doable, but you probably should have sent the villagers after the army. Now Yo is going to have a castle producing chakrams, and the pikemen aren't going to do all that much against the chakrams, and as long as he has some camels still in front of that army, he can deal with the knights. Should be okay. Imperial Age is on the way for Hera, though, and he does have enough stone for another castle after this one is completed, potentially a little bit more forward. Mr. Yo, if I know how pros think, Yo will be like, I need Kshatriyas before I go up to Imp, or before I produce any other units. Maybe I'll go up to Imp first, and then I'll get Kshatriyas, and then I'll produce units. There's no way he can punish me for this. There's absolutely no way that he can punish me for this decision making. It's simply not possible. Could save your time thinking by just becoming a pro. True. I could. Imperial Age on the way. No production. Kshatriyas. He's waiting. Kshatriyas. He's waiting. He's waiting. He's waiting. He's waiting. Ah. Good, Yo. He realizes that he can't get away with it. Infantry armor on the way. I guess he already has both infantry attack upgrades. I was going to say attack's probably better for chakrams, but he already has it. There's the castle for Hera. Yo is taking gold over here. Yo has another castle in this area, so he wants to win with his army composition late. Doesn't want to pressure Hera's base. He's going to weather the storm. Here against Hera, against the faster Imperial composition. He'll win the fights in the middle, and then try and push this back. $80 to $90 chakrams will clear this easily. I think it's GG. Okay. Camels coming over. Try and deal with these knights. Soon to be Cavalier, but they're still a minute away. And they still only have the first armor upgrade. It feels like Hera really disrespects armor upgrades on Cavalry. And there's Kshatriyas right there for Mr. Yo. We don't know if this castle's going to survive for very long, though. Should be long enough for Kshatriyas to come in. But Yo is not repairing it at all. Elite Chakram Thrower is a big upgrade. It's also an expensive upgrade, but it seems like Yo is kind of building up towards that. Yep, it's in here. Has to wait for conscription to come out, though. Outpost Wars on the side. Yo is pushed away from this gold. He's gone for another TC over on this gold. And Hera's just waiting for his opportunity to strike. Oh, it's going to be a beautiful area these Cavalry are going to stack up into. Right here, chakrams. Can't quite get the engagement that they want. The camels need to get in front here. Remember, Yo is down to one castle right now, so the chakram production is going to be really, really slow as Hera looks for his opportunity with these Cavalier. It's good positioning from him. Trying to get the Halbs to fight the camels, the Cavalier to fight the chakrams. And Yo is simply running away. He's only got 10 chakrams remaining. Elite is in. Gives them an attack upgrade. It gives them one additional range. And now he has conscription with Elite Chakram and Kshatriyas. He's set up for production, except he doesn't have castles. And Heavy Camel is still not in for Mr. Yo. 110 villagers for him, 130 for Hera. Oh, that's the Hussar stable. It's pretty brutal. Elite Krillins. Get some Destructo Disc in here. Do we add this one to the Krillin owned counter? What did that get up to, by the way? By the time they were done with DBZ Abridged, was that up to like 80 or something like that? The Krillin owned counter? Krillin never hits anything, though. He cut off Frieza's tail. And that was more than Vegeta could do. Alright, light cav are coming. Very cheap light cav with Kshatriyas. Cheap camels, cheap chakrams. But it's only one castle, right? And we look at Hera's setup over here. Siege Workshop. Siege Workshops? Is my man making scorpions? Is my man actually going into commerce scorpions here? Could work. Could work really well against the chakrams. Especially if you got some halbs in front to deal with the hussars and camels. Krillin bagged Android... It was Android 18. He didn't bag Android 17. That's a dude. Oh, nice push here from Hera. Clearing up everything at the front. He's cut Yo off of this gold. He's got a castle over here as well as a tower. So he's going to cut Yo off of this stone. And Yo is finally going for another castle of his own to produce chakrams. But these chakrams are dying over here. And scorpions are being added from Hera. GG called. Where did it all go wrong for Mr. Yo? I think there was just a lot of TC idle time. The macro behind was kind of slipping. He couldn't keep up economically with Hera. This castle over here on the hill, it did buy him time, but he couldn't repair it at all, which meant that once he got pushed off of that position, only one castle to produce chakrams. It's really rough, right? The unit comp you've researched, you've teched into, you can only get max 20 of them, and Hera, meanwhile, has all this eco behind, all this military production. Easy game. Feels like players often overestimate how strong chakrams are. I think you just need like... I think you need like 30. 35, 40. They can be really oppressive. Good game from Hera, though. And he takes one back, so it's not going to be a 4-game, 5-game win streak from Mr. Yo. Just going to be 7-6 right now. God, over the last few games, it's really felt like Hera has dominated this set. But then you remember back to Yo's little win streak that he had there. His 3-game win streak. And there were some games in there where Hera just looked like he didn't know what to do. Right? That hideout game? Does anyone remember that one? Oh my god. We knew that was over from minute 1. Alright, win for Khmer, loss for Gujaras. That is only the second first row civ lost here from Hera. But you're looking at his first row civs, and you look at the map pool. He did win Bay. Did win Serengeti. We got Northern Isles, Sacred Springs Graveyards, Frigid Lake Land Madness, and Closed Fish and Fish Socotra. Northern Isles, he should have an advantage, but Yo has a really good civ in the Byzantines there. Socotra, I mean, Yo has some peak Socotra civs here. Fish and Fish. Berbers is a good one there. Graveyards, Yo has Aztecs. Sacred Springs, Yo has Huns. Enclosed, Yo has Incas. Frigid Lake, that is a question mark, right? That is a question mark, Frigid Lake. But Yo's actually got some pretty good civs. Didn't Hera use Koreans? Oh, Koreans was used yesterday. That's right. They lost on migration. That's right. Dave, are you a guy? I am indeed a guy. Zapdos, thank you for the 5 gifted. Sorry I didn't mention it, dude. I was busy. Sorry. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Isn't the score 7-6? Yeah, I just forgot to update. I think I'm getting sick. Maybe I'm just like, maybe it's just too many games of Age of Empires. Losing focus. Yo used Berbers on African clearing. True. It doesn't save my stuff from yesterday, so I have to keep revising this civ list. Hera's won how many in a row? 1. He won 4 in a row, and then Mr. Yo took a game back. Hera won 7 games with 6 civs. Impressive. You don't understand the draft. Every... Yeah, you're actually right. Sorry. I thought you were talking about the map draft for a second. Like I said, I'm getting sick. Sorry. There is a civ that we're missing here. I thought you were talking about this. Which civ are we missing? Portuguese. There it is. More coffee, Dave? My coffee maker's broken. I still have a coffee next to me. I really need to get a new coffee maker. It's annoying going out in the morning and getting coffee every morning. It's just annoying. Buy an espresso machine? Why? I want a big pot of coffee every morning. Hey Dave, why don't all casters share a singular account on Twitch for popular tournaments? I know it's one complaint from the community. How are we going to make money, Zach Havoc? There's a simple reason. There's no money to be made in a singular account. There's absolutely zero cash to be made. We wouldn't be full-time. We'd just be random part-time people, and then everything would just fall apart. You're missing the casters making a living part of it. That would probably be better for the community. Like, Voobly Official was a thing back in the day, but no one was full-time then, right? Like, if someone were to... It is just simply not worth my time to go cast somewhere else. I only ever do it as a favor for people. It's just simply not worth my time. Like, if I think about how much someone would have to pay me to leave my channel for a day and cast like 5 or 6 hours on their channel, it's at least like $500 for the day. It's at least $500. I'm losing out on the advertising for my own channel. I'm losing out on any potential subs or ad revenue. I'm also going onto another channel where I have to worry about what I'm going to say. And have the stress of like having my OBS setup be different if I'm streaming to their thing, right? Because they're probably not going to have an observer. It's just not it. It's just not it. And that's a low number. Like if it's a corporate thing, if I know the company has money, I'll just up it. I'll up it a lot. What do you think about Jordan going part-time? It's unfortunate. It's unfortunate for sure. 2,000-ish? I charged Microsoft $1,500 once for 4 hours. They were fine. They just said yes. I only charged that much because I didn't want to do it. I had no interest in doing it. They're like, "What's your rate?" It was like 1,500. They're like, "Yeah, okay, I guess I'm stuck."
Insert clever joke here.
Thank you, Dolphin Face. Thank you for the 7 months. Appreciate it.
Fuck you all. Your lives are so sad. I get a charity tax.
I would hate an official channel. No, like
My
official
spouse
channel
is
was
sitting
fun.
next to
Like
me, so
Voobly
she
official
can
was
hear
great. It
this
gave
is
people
how
an
I'm
opportunity to
spending my
like
money.
promote themselves, right? Thank you, Doof. Thank you for the 14 months. I appreciate it. And we had a great community of people behind the scenes. There was like 15, 20 people involved in Voobly official at different stages that all really wanted the game to do well. And I think if all the casters got together now, we would still want the game to do really well. All of us love the game. We want to see the game grow. But we'd also have so much stress involved in trying to all be making a living off of it. Right? And we'd all have different directions we wanted the channel to go. It would just be so many different motivations. It would be an absolute nightmare. There would need to be some sort of company or something behind it that was paying a salary to each of the casters that was predetermined. And then those salaries are going to vary wildly. Right? You can't have one salary amount for every single caster. You simply can't, because some of the casters are more in demand than others. But yeah. Anyway, here we are on a close. Hera playing as the Chinese, Yo playing as the Incas. Now, Incas, Meso-civs in general are pretty good on enclosed because it's all about that early military pressure. You can't wall from this wood line out to the edge. So there's always going to be a way into the base. The gold is on the edge here, so there's always going to be an opportunity to pressure this. And when you get the Eagle snowball rolling with the Incas or with the Mayans or with the Aztecs, can be really, really devastating. However, Chinese will have an initial eco advantage over them. This is a 9 villager start, which means Chinese start with 12, which means I think they start with minus 100 food on this. But still, the villager lead is there, and there's more than enough food available at the start to keep your TC running. Also, your techs are cheaper. You have a varied tech tree. And if you can defend yourself, you should always be ahead economically over the Incas. T90 had to leave, man. Twitch disrespected him. T90 did not leave because Twitch disrespected him. But it's a nice little push out the door when he was going, right? Mom and Alish, thank you for the gifted sub. Appreciate it. Twitch disrespects everybody. Absolutely everyone. They don't care about any of their creators. No. They care about a few of them. That's it. Yo, what's up, Powerness? How's it going? Okay, Feudal Age on the way for both. Yo is significantly faster, though. He goes for the barracks here. He's gone out to the gold. Hera has also gone out to the gold, only with one villager, however, and I'm curious as to what Hera plays into. How many ranges can you get away with here? Is it just, can you get away with one and still live to tell the tale? That's the question, right? Your gold is super exposed over here. Archer range now from Mr. Yo. He goes for the Eagle Scout. He's exploring near Hera's base. And he's going to see 2 villagers building that barracks and only 1 on gold here. Why not wall in the gold? Well, it doesn't really make that much sense, right? You can't wall over this territory. So you could go for short walls here, but then you got to sneak more villagers in to put on the gold, which means you're constantly deleting and replacing the walls. If you go for a big gated community around here, likely he could still sneak in when your villagers come to gather the gold, or he could still range your villagers with the archers, and it's a big wood investment as well, which you can't really afford at this stage of the game. And Hera has not gone for a production building. He's simply made a barracks. He hasn't made an archer range. He hasn't made a stable. And Hera is just kind of telling Yo, hey man, good luck trying to do damage to me. I am going to farm. What on earth? Okay. He's playing the mind games. Yo is thinking, oh god, he's gonna be making archers here. I don't know. I'm gonna have to build up a few units before I go in. I'm nervous. I got my archers inside the range. He still has a scout here. I can't push. Joke's on you, Mr. Yo. Hera is just now adding the stable after he was able to add a bunch of farms here. He's going for a tower on the berries that's kind of going to protect the gold at the same time. And Yo will be coming forward with these archers. And he's going to be coming forward from this direction. Okay. Looked like he was looping around to the north for a second. But he will be going to the south. Viper levels of greed. Well, I think Hera was just kind of tracking what Yo was up to. He knew the army wasn't already on the way. He had enough time to get the tower up. And now he's going into scouts, which should be a nice little counter against the Eagles. And as long as the range units from Yo don't get past this point, Hera should be fine. So the scouts are there to control the Eagles and maybe push these range units away. You can see he's not adding a 3rd scout yet. He's kind of considering whether he can get away with going up to Castle Age. Hera now goes on to stone. All right. And Yo just walks right past. Not enough gold here for Hera. He doesn't have a market. And is the greed going to pay off? Questionable at this stage. Very questionable at this stage as Hera already loses a villager. The scouts can't really engage here. Yo has fletching for those archers. He's got more units on the way. Skirmishers running into minimum range issues. So they can't fully attack. 1 scout goes down from Hera. Another scout is in the queue. And he pulls the villagers away. It's very greedy indeed from Hera. There's the blacksmith from him. Only 1 archer remaining. That scout will die, but so will the archer. And Yo is going to have to wait for more reinforcements to come forward. He's got 3 more archers here. If he can find his way around to that stone, it should be good, but Hera will likely tower this area at some point. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe the greed bites him again. He's on the way up to Castle Age. Yo will think this is awfully strange, and he'll probably suspect, due to the lack of production from Hera, that Hera is trying to go up to Castle. When he has enough wood, Yo will probably add a market, try to do the same thing, sell his stone, buy some food. Is Hera a bad player? No. He's probably the best player we have currently. You know that. He's just taking risks. Kind of liking this from Hera. He's taking risks. Risks. God, that's a tough word for me to say when I'm tired. The more tired or sick that I get, the worse my S's sound. It's like my tongue is too lazy. Which isn't good for a caster. I should be able to work on that, but I don't know how. I think your S is great. Thank you, McDavie McDaveson. Davey McDaveson. Stan, why can't you understand? I do want you as a fan. Farm's being denied from Yo. He can't hit over here. He can't hit here. But he can hit the farms, and if you're attacking the farms with units, well, they don't work anymore. They don't work like they used to. Hera's getting to the castle age. He gets the armor. He's going for some knights. Double stable knight production from Hera. Food is going to be an issue, though. These 4 farms are cut off, right? He's only got 11 on food. He's trying to produce out of 2 stables. He's trying to produce out of this TC as well. He's trying to add another TC over here near the berries to get a little bit more food income. Meanwhile, at home, it's a good snipe from that scout. The armor coming in clutch there. Making sure he can take out that archer. And it's still only the 3rd barracks coming up here from Yo, and only 2 eagles on the field from him as well. Hera's probably going to get away with this. Knights are going to outmass the eagles earlier, and that's never a good sign. Doubt is one of the best players of all time. Amazing Buddy responds with, he is the best of all time. Okay. Not a big facts guy, are you? Monastery. Now from Yo. Hello, TJ. Welcome back. That's a VIP list, TJ, by the way. He flew too close to the sun. He won the initial bet, he got VIP, and then he lost it the very next day, the very next game. Absolutely tragic. The legend lives on, though. Who? Never heard of him? Exactly. Eagle coming in for Yo. Only 1 TC. Hera's adding his 3rd right now, and Yo also has pikemen. So now that Yo has pikemen, Hera has to be concerned about the snowball. If a big ball of units comes this way, Yo gets a forward siege workshop. Could be concerning for the Chinese. Incas are very, very dangerous when they get rolling. Why did he lose it? He made another bet. You know, that's just the gambler's way of life. You got to know when to hold them. And you got to know when to fold them. He didn't know when to walk away. He definitely didn't know when to run. Chukanu versus Eagles, who wins? If they're fully upgraded, it depends. Equal numbers, though. Eagles will with fabric shields. But most of the time, the Chukanu are sitting like near castles or in a choke point, and then it makes it difficult for the Eagles, right? If we're talking about castle age, probably equal numbers, the Eagles probably win as well. But then it depends on micro. It depends on where you're sitting with the units. Everything. Okay, Knight's running away. Very limited Knight numbers here for Hera. He's got these 3 TCs, and he's basically pumping all of his food eco into producing from those TCs. And he's going for a 4th one as well. Really, really taking a risk here. Adding that 4th TC. Yo could be coming forward with everything. He could be all-inning Hera, but as it stands, he is not. He is going for that 2nd TC. He is trying to build up his eco. He's going for a market of his own. I'm actually surprised he didn't have a market previously. And he's going to be sending monks out with this too. So he can grab some of these relics, bring them back home. Another relic out here that he's kind of guarding with that eagle warrior. And Yo is currently 16 villagers behind Hera. Did you see my message before? Here it would be clear again. Hera will win 100%. Well, TJ, your time is over, my friend. Dave, meet and greet in the future. I've already done multiple meet and greets as part of the big events that we have. I don't think I will ever have a Dave-specific meet and greet. I don't think that would be good for anyone or humanity if my chat converged into one place. No one wants to meet you anyways. Thanks, man. Hey, yo, can you do something other than attack towers? You can't let Hera get 30 villagers ahead, my dude. Yo has the third TC behind this. He's going out and collecting the relics. He's trying to kill villagers here. But this feels like a classic Hera defense. He's kind of made do with 4 or 5 knights at a time. And behind this, he's just constantly adding villagers. A minute and 26 seconds of idle TC time with 4 TCs is kind of wild. I'm not going to lie. Especially when there's been Yo armies coming in here the entire time. That's kind of an insane level of macro, especially with the farm count that he's currently on, 42. It's slightly disgusting. As the Eagles still push in. Monks are healing the knights behind, though. Trying to convert the Eagle Warriors as well. One monk goes down. Second monk does not go down. And Yo still has not been able to do much damage with his army at all. You can see the KD 17 to 40 in favor of Hera. Eco KD has only killed 1 villager so far. He does have 4 relics, but he's like 40 villagers behind. More barracks coming up. However, saying that, Yo is really starting to step up his production. He's got 11 Eagles in the queue, 4 barracks producing. It's still only 2 stables for Hera, and this might be concerning. This might be concerning if Hera loses all of these knights. The snowball is coming from Mr. Yo, and he might find some potential to kill villagers now, as Hera's not noticing some of these raids. Hera definitely needs a castle right now. Definitely. He's adding more stables on the side. Yo will see this. Hera's at 107 villagers. Yo is at 73 as he comes forward with another monastery. 6 barracks production now from Yo. 18 Eagles on the field, 15 in the queue. Hera will need a super safe castle, and he's going to have to make sure that he quick walls the villagers here because it's going to be an issue, and he can't quick wall the villagers there. The Eagles are on the villas. There's more Eagles coming from behind. Risky business for Hera. Risky business indeed, but he has enough villagers. He has enough knights. Should be able to get this castle up, and then once the castle is up, it's a no-go zone for Mr. Yo. I'm surprised those Eagles got mopped up so quickly there. I really thought they would do more damage. They did kill a few villagers, but it certainly wasn't enough. God, he's got 6 barracks producing, and it just doesn't even feel like it. They have to run so far to get to the battlefield. And now Yo's in a position where he's just kind of got to keep Hera in this spot over here and try and level out the economy. I mean, he does have 4 relics, which is something. But it's a classic example of Yo just making forward buildings to try and buy himself time. Hera not even really making knights. Yeah, he's been delaying that quite a bit. Herbal medicine coming in. I love it. Doesn't have many monks left over. He's actually grabbing his first relic and the last relic on the map. He's going to be healing up his knights behind this. Still has not clicked up to Imperial H. And it's 32 Eagles now. The numbers scale quite rapidly here for Mr. Yo. Eagles on this side that Hera needs to respond to. It's only 13 knights. Plus we have Sanctity monks here from Yo. as he converts his first Chukanu. The stable is going to go down, but not before husbandry comes in. And the mangonel is going to start working away, and there's suddenly a lot of exposed farm eco on this side. 37 eagles from Yo. At some number of eagles, I don't know what it is, some unspecified number of eagles, you just physically stop caring about castles. And you just go in. Now, Hera will come out with these knights. This has been fully spotted for Mr. Yo. And it might be a really rough position for Hera to be in, but he's going to go attack Yo's base. Yo should probably send some of these forward and then just a few of those back, which is exactly what he's doing. He's going to be chasing with his reinforcements, but he's got an army to send forward here. 47 eagles for Mr. Yo. Hera is looking to be in a position almost to click up to Imperial Age. 59 on food is really solid. And if he had a market, he could probably sell his food, which is exactly what he's doing, and he can click up to Imperial Age. Wow, bro. We thought he had enough eagles there, eh? Really thought he might have had enough eagles there to clear that, but no, knights are just so strong. And suddenly, Yo went from about 50 eagles down to having only 30 again. Are eagles washed up? Well, eagles have always been significantly weaker than knights, but for some reason they just feel bad lately. The food cost was increased. That doesn't make a difference to Incas. That has decreased food costs for everything. Hera is still not on the way up. He's adding more knights. He's still not going up to Imp. He's queued up lots of knights here. Yo has the monks behind. And Hera's going to have to make sure that he micros these monks down with the Chukanu before they get the conversions. As he gets the +2 armor now. And I think Hera's going to be able to clear this. Yo is saving up to go Imperial Age, it looks like. Hera comes forward with all of the knights. He's going to take out the mangonels before they get the big shots on the Chukanu. The monks get some conversions, but it doesn't matter because there's still enough knights left over to take care of the eagles. And then the Chukanu can clear up the monks behind. And Yo has queued more eagles. He hasn't clicked up to Imperial Age. Hera has on the other side. Yo is going to need to retreat and go for defensive castles on this side to buy himself a little bit of time. Staying in Castle Age was a great call by Hera. Might have been, yeah. I mean, his eco is in a state where even if he queues up 12 knights, he can almost instantly recover that resource investment. Castle Age, yeah. Thank you for pointing that out. I appreciate you. You're a great guy. You're just a fantastic human. Thank you. Castle's been deleted. Wow. It should be over now, right? Light cap coming in for Harris. 66 on food. He's approaching his comfort zone. Wouldn't it have been better to add some pikes with eagles? Pikes are slow as barracks were far back. And he had the monks there to potentially counter the knights. Plus there was Chukanu from Hera, so I can see the reasons why he didn't. God, that KD is kind of one-sided, isn't it? More knights in here with the +2 armor too. Yo doesn't notice yet. His villagers are a little bit tanky. They have the +2 armor as well. But his barracks are all being cut off over here. Hera's pushing forward. He's going for a castle on this side. And it looks like Hera is going to be able to take this game. He played so defensively, towing the line between life and death. Just the right amount of knights. And he's able to weather the storm. 164 vills, yep. Yep. Maybe time to delete a few, my friend. Or maybe strategically delete AKA send 20 villagers forward and try and build stables in your opponent's eco. Then your opponent can delete them for you. Hello, Matrix. What's up? Knights are going to come into this wood line. Chukanu are over here. That monastery will die shortly, and there goes Yo's only advantage in the game, which is having more relics than his opponent. And Hera is also going for a TC here. Now, Yo has a town center behind enemy lines, which might be threatening in another universe. But currently, he has to be worried about this pressure, and it's Elite Chukanu rocketry coming in from Hera. And Chukanu 8+6 should be doing some decent damage against the Eagles, even with the final armor upgrade in. Rocketry is 6 seconds away from completing, and by that time, there's going to be no units left from Mr. Yo. He's still trying to keep up his production. He's still at 101 villagers. Right? But where's the gold income from him? It's over here, and it's over here. This castle ever goes down, that's very exposed. And if Hera ever finds this, this is very exposed as well. 25 kills on these bad boys. It's going to be more outposts on this side from Hera. We look at his vision. He's controlling everything. He sees everything except this. Sees absolutely everything on this side. As fabric armor, or fabric shields. Fabric shields coming in for Mr. Yo. It's going to give him some additional pierce armor on the Eagles. Elite Chemiox should kill all. Okay. I don't think they kill Rocketry Chukanu. Okay, so like Yo plays on at 109 pop, but I don't really see why. He must have some really... Okay, he GG's. I was going to say, he must have a lot of faith in fabric shields. That's a good tech, but it's not enough to save you from this position. And now Hera has won 6 out of the last 7 games to bring this to 8-6. At one point, Yo was ahead 5-2 in this set. 5-2, he was ahead. And now he's down 8-6. It's not looking good, boys and girls. It's not looking good at all. That was a really good performance there from Hera. He kind of just, like, waited to see what Yo was going to do. And then just made the absolute minimum amount of units to defend himself at every step. The stable was later because he wanted to place the farms first. Then he goes into, what, 2 scouts to defend. Yo takes a villager. He adds another scout. And that's somehow enough to protect him until he clicks up to Castle Age. And then somehow he has enough there with 2 towers to defend here until he gets 2 knights and clears it up. And then somehow he has enough knights to defend the 15 eagles. And then somehow he has enough knights to defend the 50 eagles. And then he stays in Castle Age a little bit longer with 50 farms. Instead of clicking up to Imp to produce more knights, clicks up to Imp and then it's all history. Really, really nice. KD tells the story, right? Yo was just flooding units in. Never found that damage. Never able to get a real foothold over there. Really solid game for Mr. Hera. Where does Yo go now? What does he do? I think they're going to take a little break here, so I'm going to be 2 or 3 minutes, okay? I'll be right back.
you all. Your lives are so sad. I get a charity tax break just for hanging out with you.
Dave muted.
Okay, I'm back. They're still in the lobby right now. They haven't launched yet. Thank you, who am I? Thank you for the year, dude. No, year in a row. That's 13 months total. Thank you, dude. Bad Slop from Sweden. Thank you for the resub for 9 months. We just had kids. Yours, not mine. Mom and Alish, thank you for the gifted sub. Appreciate it. Da-na-na-na-na. If you guys want to catch up with any of the previous sets or the first half of this set, you can check it out on my YouTube. I'm trying to upload them as quickly as possible so you can keep up with the tournament. I know it's tough because they're all like 4.5 hours long, right? But it's fine. You can listen to me on 2 times speed and I sound like Ben Shapiro. I kind of sound like Ben Shapiro if you listen to me on 2 times speed. It's disturbing. Let's test it out, actually. Let's test it out. Playback speed 2 times. But instead of fighting Yo, is going to take a bunch of extra hits. That palisade looks so ugly. It does, doesn't it? Imagine that horse carrying the weight of all that wood over there. Holy conversions. Oh my conversions. Mr. Yo is sending in the light cav. Hera getting a bunch of converts, but now the monks are super exposed. All of these monks should die. If Yo can click properly. And there goes another one, another one, and another one. I actually do. I actually do. It's so disturbing, dude. I don't want to. I don't want to. Make it stop. Oh my Lanza. Can you try playing Ben Shapiro at half speed? I'd rather not, dude. I don't want to listen to him. What level of shininess would you rate your head right now? Not too shiny. What a compliment. Ben is great. I don't really enjoy him that much. Hera playing as Persians here. Yo as Celts. We're going on to Frigid Lake, and I just need to open the game. We'll be right in. A lot of these maps that were popularized in Empire Wars now being played on the 9 villager start. And Frigid Lake is one of them. However, Frigid Lake was played 9 vil start on NAC 4, and I believe the Enclosed was as well. So it's not like they're unfamiliar playing these with a slightly different start than the Red Bull tournaments. And here we are, Frigid Lake, Yo as Celts, Hera as Persians. Persians are the meta pick here. Persians will go for the dock in the center. Now, Yo has some options with Celts. We've seen the Drush to try and kill the fishing ships before. That has been a strategy before on this map, as Hera gets the first hit on Yo's scout, and that's going to be annoying. Yo will need to run away. He can't engage against the scout 1v1 anymore, unless he finds a hill, but Hera rarely allows his opponents to get a downhill hit on him. Hera is housed. He's housed here. Oh, that's really unfortunate for him. He wanted to make another fishing ship. Now he's forced to get loom. That's kind of annoying for Hera. Might stall out his opening build just a little bit. Yo will go for the dock as well. A little bit later than the Persians, of course. Didn't Persians have a 100% win rate on this map in the last tourney? I can't remember. I don't remember that specific stat. But I know they're very good. Guys, you know better. Don't be discussing politics and stuff in the chat. Please. We're here to enjoy Age of Empires. We all know everyone has different opinions. That's fantastic. That's great. That's what makes it beautiful about being human, you know? Everyone's got a different opinion. It's great. But please try your best to keep it civil and keep it out of the chat. Thank you very much.
Fuck you all. Your lives are so sad. I get a charity tax break just for hanging
Doc
out with you.
Einstein, thank you for the 2 months. Appreciate it. If you want to talk politics, you can call my mom. She loves that. See, just call Brohio's mom. I do it all the time. It's a great time. All right, Yo is actually up to the Feudal Age at the same time as Hera, both players with exactly 6 seconds of idle TC time. Hera getting loom a little bit earlier. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. Yo has 2 fishing ships. Hera has 3. And Hera is still collecting the fish with some villagers. I wonder if Yo opens with a demo here to try and get the villas. If he spots these 2 out here, could be really, really nice. But then you kind of cede water control if you go for a demo opening. And Hera goes for fires. You definitely don't want to go for galleys in this situation right away, when the docks are so close. And Yo is actually going for a forward barracks. Wow. And he just doesn't even care that Hera can see that. Hera can't see that. I was going to say, he doesn't even care that he's fully within vision of Hera's house. No, he's not. He's not. Hera can't see it. Yo's done the math. Barracks is going to be up there, right beside the water, where it can be easily taken down by ships, or the reinforcements easily killed by ships. Yo doesn't care. And it's likely going to be a forward archery range as well from Yo. Hera is going to go full investment on water, which means he won't really have anything on land to stop this. Still can't see this barracks. He will probably see this archery range, though. Yo, there is such a thing as going too far forward, my dude. He gates in the villagers, but Hera just calmly kills the gate, and yo, it feels like he's just uncertain what he needs to do. He's gone for a demo first to try and take out this stuff. He wants to take out the fish and maybe a villager. And that meant that he didn't have enough wood to immediately place that archer range. Losing the gate foundation also hurts his wood count. And Hera saw those villagers forward, so now he knows that Yo is not going to be fully investing onto water as Yo manages to sneak away here with this demo. Hera splits up his fish, so Yo can't find more than 2 fishing ships at one time. And the fish from Hera are going to go down. Yo just needs to find some value with this demo. Maybe like right here in the middle. Boom. It's actually a pretty good demo. Takes out 2 fishing ships. Villagers are coming forward. Skirmishers are now coming out. Spearmen are now coming out. Yo is not making archers from this archer range. He's got 240 gold burning a hole in his pocket. Nothing to do with it, though, because he doesn't have the wood. Even with the Celts, even with the faster chopping, he doesn't have the wood to be able to produce units. 1 on food for Mr. Yo, yeah. It's not a great situation for him. Hera needs to tower. Well, Yo is going to be the first one that goes for a tower. Hera can send some villagers out here if the military is over here from Yo, and maybe get a tower on this side to secure this. Remember that Hera is controlling the water, and he is going to be adding fishing ships behind this. So his food eco is going to look pretty good. He also has some fish left to take around his TC. And he goes for a defensive tower of his own on the wood line. This should be enough to defend. He's got more villagers building. More villagers potentially to repair. Yo is going to idle this wood line here, but how much damage is that really? Doesn't seem like a whole lot. He's still off of the gold, which is a big issue. And Yo is looped around and he's found this other gold too. As Hera now tries to come out and push this tower. With villagers and a tower behind to fire, there's no way Yo can defend this area. I'd love to see Yo, like, lame this gold, if possible. And then keep all of his focus out here. But with his army in this location, Hera can just come out and casually take this gold at the front. He's going to be fine. I like the approach here from Yo to send the spearmen back to deal with the fishing ships. It's kind of military you can't use anywhere else. He's already dealt with 1 boat. And could potentially kill these with his starting scout as well. As he continues to loop around to the back. He's on stone now with 3. Still a ways away from having enough stone to build another tower. And he's kind of forced to retreat. And Hera seems to be in the driver's seat in this game. We have fires coming out from Mr. Yo. And a 3rd fire as well. So the fishing ships aren't really going to live for that long. Hera's going to need some more water presence of his own, but he's managed to successfully defend against the early land pressure from Yo. He's got 34 villagers. He's got vills on gold now, although they're being harassed by the archers once again. And maybe he hasn't defended. Maybe Yo is just making things really, really difficult for Hera. He's looped back all the way around with these villagers, still harassing this gold. We'll meet up these 3 archers with these 2 archers and a skirmisher and try and push this back. Hera does not have the armor on his skirms yet. However, Yo does not have fletching in. So he'll need to retreat for the time being. This is so messy. Welcome to Mr. Yo's game plan. He wants to make things as messy as possible for Hera. 2nd range for Hera, and the armor is coming in. So this is going to be very, very difficult for Yo to deal with. Yo has managed to keep his TC running throughout this entire process. He's gotten some farms up in the back. He's taken the berries here, even though he lost the fish really early. He has managed to keep the idle TC time at a minimum, only 31 seconds, and now he's going for another mill on the Ibex. And another tower on the gold. Hera cut off this gold once again. Another villager goes down too. Yo has killed 8 eco units. I think 5 of those were fishing ships, though. Still, Hera has not killed a single villager from Yo yet. 6 of those were fishing ships. Okay. Persian docks. I mean, Yo's working away, but we'll be in Imperial Age by the time these docks go down. So much HP on those things. And Hera is now looping this way with archers. He's going to try and surprise Yo over here. Does Yo have Town Watch? I feel like he does. He does. He always gets Town Watch. He's a nomad player. He likes vision. Likes to keep tabs on what his opponent is doing. And now he's going to loop around this way and make a tower on the wood line again, potentially. Hera going out to stone, realizing that he'll probably need more towers in defense. And he probably wants that stone for future TCs as well, without having to buy it. Skirmisher of his skirm. Hera's got enough. He's got that double range production, right? I believe Yo has only been producing from 1 range. Oh, he's got 2 now. And the archers are in at the back of Yo's base, and there's simply nothing here to defend against this. So that's 2 villagers down, plus an entire idled wood line. Potentially even 3 villagers. Let's see if Hera can get this last one. Doesn't get her. But Yo is completely cut off there, and all of the farms are exposed, and we look at where Yo's ranges are. They're both forward. Villagers are running this way. Skirmishers have been lost here. There's more archers coming back, and there's only 3 skirms on the field, with 2 of them coming back to deal with these 4 archers. Excellent decision-making here from Hera to loop those 4 archers around, to trust in the fact that he can produce skirmishers at home from his double ranges and keep himself safe. And Hera is finding a lot of damage. He's going to idle this woodline again, potentially, as he now hits the market, and he's going to be able to go up to Castle Age. Oh, this is looking really bad for Mr. Yo. He made it messy early. Hera playing meta. Hera playing defense. So tough to crack, and I think he's in a position now to win this game. Skirmishers coming forward once again. Yo was never able to add in additional fish either. He felt like it wasn't worth it. Maybe Hera could take out his fish. He didn't want to keep investing on the water. So he's not even taking advantage of the fact that he has control over the middle again. Walls coming up from Yo. Archers are still alive on this side, and Yo is just in a nightmare position. 570 gold in the bank. He's forced into a market. He's building that with 7 villagers currently. He is forward with some archers, but it seems as if Hera has enough to defend against this. Skirmishers with the armor, double range production of skirmishers at home, and still a house that Yo needs to get through before he can attack that wood line. It's a really, really nice position from Hera. I wonder, do you just go into Elite Skirm here? Do you even bother building a stable? Just add TCs, go Elite Skirm, Bodkin Arrow. Should be enough, right? Like, look at this. Oh my god. This Castle Age is going to come in and Yo's just going to GG, likely. Like, this is over. Well played from Hera. Oh my goodness. Look at the amount of blue dots here. Yo had the advantage early in this set, but Hera has now won 3 in a row again. And he's won 7 out of the last 8 games, and he's ahead 6-9 in this best of 21. Hera lucky? I don't think there was any luck involved here, my friend. He had the better Civ for this map. He was saving it for this map. He noticed the forward early. He went double range defense. He took out Yo's fish very early here. And then he went forward with the archers, which was a sick play. It's a calculated play, right? Took the risk that he could defend against Yo's pressure at home with just reinforcements, which he did. And he went on the offensive. And Yo couldn't really recover from it. People were saying the series was done when he was 5-2 down. Yep. It was looking really convincing for Mr. Yo early. But Hera's kind of outlasting him for sure. KD in his favor. Eco heavily in his favor. Villager count in his favor. Everything in Hera's favor there. And we go 9-6 now. Wow. Might be a short day here. It might be a short day, folks. Hera's so good at defending. He really is, man. He really is. Like, very occasionally, you'll see someone overwhelm him because he tries to greed it out with defending, right? Tries to defend with the minimum number of units possible. It's very rare, but it does happen that he gets overwhelmed. However, most of the time, he's right on point. Like the Cumans game. Well, the Cumans game was just... The Cumans game, he wasn't even really trying to defend, man. He was just hoping that his boom could pay off. Have you played before... Have you played versus Hera before 1v1? I have. I played him a couple games in AoE 4 when it first came out, and he was trying to practice. And then I played him when DE first came out as well. When the games first come out, and there's no one that has the betas, and Hera's just trying to queue against somebody. That's my time right there. That's my time. Loss for Celts. Win for Persians and a win on Frigid Lake for Hera. So a loss for Mr. Yo over here. Socotra is still left over. And Closed was a loss. Still have Land Madness, Fish and Fish, Graveyard, Sacred Springs, Northern Isles. Mark Chinese and Incas. Thank you. Win for Chinese. Loss for the Incas. I hope Yo gets a few more dubs. I'm expecting a W on Socotra. This map is wild. I want Masters of Socotra back. That's such an entertaining tournament. I love that tournament. 9-vil start on Socotra, though, it might change things. It might change things over the standard 3-vil start, right? Is the villager forwarding really worth it anymore? If you start with 9 vils, who knows? The only map laming is legal. Is it illegal or not illegal? Is it not allowed on all the other maps? Where is your face? It's on the front of my head. I know it's an unusual position, but that's generally where I keep it.
Your mom groped me 2 Halloweens ago. Shut the fuck up or I'll take it to Twitter.
But did you beat Hera?
Did you beat him? Did I beat him? No, I didn't beat him. Why no face cam though? Why would I have a face cam? Do you think it's going to add anything to casting the game? I generally like to keep, that's why I'm keeping chat off screen. That's why I don't have like my logo on stream. I don't have my face on stream. Capture Age already has enough information here. Like Capture Age has so much going on for a casual viewer. I don't think adding my face cam would make any difference. Plus, I hate the lights that I have to put on if I do a cam. They hurt my eyes. They give me a headache. And then I have to worry about not just casting, not just interacting with chat, not just, you know, doing all that stuff, but I also have to worry about making derpy faces along the way, and it's just not my vibe. Don't you like your face? It's okay. But it would make the stream sexy. Thank you. Anyway, Yo playing as Byzantines, Hera playing as Vikings. No surprises on the Civ selections here. Now, the only question for me on Northern Isles, which is a map where you start with a transport ship, is whether Hera will go for some land aggression with Vikings here, Does he go for galley pressure in Feudal Age, or does he just go FC into, like, war galleys or longboats? It's a question, right? Vikings have a lot of options. Byzantines generally will simply go with the fire galley approach, and they might mix in... Ooh. That was interesting timing there from Yo to go for the house first, and then the dock, while the dock was already at 40%. Interesting. Byzantines will generally go for the fire galley approach, try and take over the middle, and my question is, do they then use the transport to go for some feudal pressure like archers or something like that? You want to see Dave's face? Just Google it. Maybe use incognito mode. What? Why are you using incognito mode for my face, bro? What are you hiding? What's out there? Silly Mongoose, thank you for the 11 months, bro. Appreciate it. Welcome back. Why is today so anticlimactic? Hang on a second. Hang on a second. Hera still has to win 2 more games, all right? If Yo wins a game, suddenly it's 9-7. It's a whole new set. Loom coming in for Yo. He's going to be clicking up shortly. Hera has a couple more villagers queued. Still making fishing ships back here. Might be an FC approach from Hera. He has back docks, so that generally indicates that he wants to play a little bit slower. You could also back dock if you're going galleys as well, but I think you would be up faster. I think this is going to be FC approach. Will there be more games today, or is this set it? This is it for today. FC longboats, let's go. FC longboats can be risky, especially if your opponent lands you. Which is exactly what's happened. Mr. Yo doing Mr. Yo things. He likes forward production buildings, my friends. And playing as the Byzantines, we might actually see a situation where he goes into a couple fire galleys and then he does the same sort of approach he did last game with the Celts. Which is Spearman Skirm. And maybe some towers mixed in. The scout being over here doesn't really indicate anything for Hera, right? Because you start with a transport ship, and the next logical place after you've scouted your base and pushed your deer is to send your scout across. So, not really revealing anything by running in there with his scout is Mr. Yo. He is adding an archer range now. And he has queued up a spearman, and he has gone for a fire galley here. Is you better player than Hera? No. What do you expect me to say? Yes? Tower here from Yo. Hera won't see this. Again, Yo has done the math, but he will see the spearman. And he sees it immediately. And now he knows exactly what he's dealing with. Scout spearman coming over here. Oh my god. Hera just absolutely fleeced this scout, but now he's being screwed over by the pathing. The villager does not die. He trapped the scout in. The spearman never had a chance to get involved. The archer is here, however. And Yo can push Hera off of this gold. He's also got a tower here. That's Hera's main gold. That's one of Hera's secondary golds. And we look at the options here for Hera. It's all the way on the back side of this wood line. This other gold. All the way on the back. And he doesn't see it? No, he does. Okay. So he knows that's an option for him. However, it's a pretty risky one to go out for. Hera is on the way to Castle H. He's gone for the FC approach. He's taken some damage now. In terms of idle time. In terms of giving up his gold. but he's on the way up. Skirm response again. He might just go like TCs to defend this, honestly. There's no barracks, there's no archer range, and if you're looking at Hera's wood count, once you add those two buildings, you're going to be pretty low on wood to then start adding skirms. Might be Siege Workshop defense, it might be TC defense. Obviously, Siege Workshop is going to be tough with 0 on gold. You could probably make it happen with the market. But serious questions on what Hera's approach is going to be here once he reaches the Castle Age. Maybe just a TC right here, honestly. It's gone for another dock at the front. Yo is still fishing with 3 boats behind this, and he's cleared up, or rather pushed away, the fishing ships from Hera back here. Fishing ship goes down. Hera's now selling wood for gold. He goes for the Siege Workshop. Is it just going to be like 1 Scorpion or what? Like, Yo is cutting off this gold too. He's already got a tower over here. The tower is walled in. Hera can still hit this though because Yo didn't go for the little walls on the corners. But this tower is going to be absolutely brutal for Hera. If it goes up, it's going to cut off that wood line. The scout is now trapped, which means the archer survives. And it's also going to cut off this gold. 1 longboat. Without fletching. And 1 mangonel. And that's it. I want to see a TC right here from Hera. I want to see a TC. You garrison it, you take out the tower, you have gold control. It's basically the only thing you can afford currently. And this tower is now here for Mr. Yo. Still no fletching for Yo. He's trying to go up to the Castle Age, and there's the TC right there. The mangonel is out from Hera, and he should be fine. However, Yo has done quite a bit of damage, and he continues to do damage. Important to note that behind this, Hera has automatic wheelbarrow, automatic handcart. So his economy is pretty efficient, regardless of all the extra walking time he's done throughout the opening stages here. And the longboats are out killing the fish now. Now Hera has water control. Archer's still harassing, but with handcart and wheelbarrow, it just feels like even if Hera doesn't notice, the villagers are just moving too fast. Especially without fletching. It's going to be really tough to take out these villagers, and the mangonel is now heading over. Total res collected should still be in favor of Hera, right? Yeah. Barely, but it is. Stable from Mr. Yo. Hera does not see this. Knights could be an issue. Knights could be an issue for sure. You're not generally thinking of knights when you think of Byzantines, but I mean, the upgrades won't matter if Hera has nothing in defense. Still no fletching, by the way, for these longboats. Still no fletching for the TCs. And Hera's economy, the resources in the bank are simply not impressive. The mangonel is heading towards the transport ship. He's like, save me! And he's in. Yo might think about sneaking out this fire galley and killing that transport if he can. Castle Age is in for Mr. Yo. It's a pretty good Castle Age timing, considering Hera went basically naked FC. No investment into defense in the Feudal Age. And Yo is up not too far behind him. Now, Hera has double TC. He's trying to keep them running. He's trying to continue adding villagers. But Yo keeps adding towers here. He's going to go for a Siege Workshop. And he's getting the War Galley upgrade. That dock will survive long enough for War Galley to be in. But the mangonel is over. And it's already 3 villagers down. And now he's pulling the villagers towards the longbow. Oh, no. This mangonel, dude, this mangonel has no business being over here. absolutely no business being over here. War Galley does not kick in time for that demo. And the Mangonel helps to clear up that fire ship. Sick play from Hera, moving this Mangonel over here into Mr. Yo's base. It's really, really nice. Knights are now coming out from Yo to try and deal with this Mangonel. Hera misses the attack round. Tries to go for the gate. He misses that one too. Doesn't have a monastery yet to clear the knights, but it feels like he should go for one shortly. And that Mangonel is dead. 100% dead. This Mangonel, dead. Yo clears it up finally, but Hera is ahead by a lot of villagers. The only question is, will it remain that way? It is still a lot of pressure from Yo. 1, 2 towers here. Mangonel ranging the TC. Hera forced into another Mangonel. He's forced into monks to try and convert the knights. And he goes for another TC over here. Yeah, it feels like Hera's done enough, hasn't he? Feels like he's done enough here, folks. Viking Eco, 3TC. Has the longboats on the water. It hasn't even gotten fletching. This is a classic example of what Hera does, right? He makes those longboats. He's like, I probably don't need fletching. Not going to invest into it. I'm going to put it back into my eco, and eventually that's going to pay off. Oh boy. Mr. Yo has gone for a dock at the back. He's making some fire ships to make sure Hera isn't fishing over here anymore. But Hera has started fishing at the front side. As Yo now brings 2 knights back to his base. Maybe thinking that Hera has a forward here somewhere? Or is he sending... He's sending the knights all the way around here. Where are those knights going? We'll never know. We'll never know. We don't know the grand plan of Mr. Yo. He had the knights here. He loaded them up into the transport, and he's transporting them here. It's a bold strategy. We'll see if it pays off. Transport ship has gone down from Hera, so now he has no way to transport across until he makes another one. TC is still being ranged, with the Mangonel from Hera now trying to defend, but there's a tower there from Mr. Yo, so should be advantage Yo on this side. And Hera is building up stone in anticipation of a castle. Don't worry, guys. The knights are here. Don't worry, guys. The knights are here. They're back. Oh, you got to be careful with this transport. If Hera converts this, he can just keep the transport out here, and Yo's 2 population will be stuck in this, and there's nothing they can do. Monk is no longer charged against that fire. They should be able to take this out. Yep, Monk goes down. And he garrisons inside of the boat. Hera shifts his conversion over to that boat, and now he starts converting the fire galley, and Yo needs to delete this. Delete it, delete it, delete it, delete it, delete. He didn't delete it. He let him get the conversion. Now he's coming back with the knights. He's going to take out the monk for free. Two monks down. But it's only 50 villagers for Yo. It's 30 villagers for Hera. Yo's still trying to micro over here with his mangonels. Needs to delete this monk, or this knight, and he deletes both of them. Neither one's going to get converted, but Hera takes out his mangonel at the same time, and now we're just wondering, what on earth does Yo do in this situation? Hera is going to be going for a defensive castle to secure his golds. He's going to have 85 villagers. He almost has enough res to click up to the Imperial Age, and he even wins another mangonel engagement. And he wins another one. Hera, I know you want to win, but can we get a competitive set here on day number 2? Because we're only 3 hours in, so... It's just so difficult to play against this guy, isn't it? He's so good. He is so good. Score is 69. It is indeed 6-9. Imperial Age is on the way for both. Yo will probably try and redock and go fast fires here. He's docking at the back. He's got a monk of his own as well. As Hera walls this in, he's like, there's probably villagers in there. Nope. Just archers. Yo doesn't care. 1 a.m. in China, too early for Yo? Maybe. Third TC for Yo. Hera is adding more longboats. Fully anticipates what Yo is going to do. Still doesn't have Bodkin Arrow for these longboats. But he's adding more docks here. And it's funny, Hera is forward docking with longboats, and Yo is docking at the back of Hera's base. How on earth did Hera not clear up this mangonel with that shot? I don't know how that shot didn't land against a weakened mangonel, but it doesn't matter anyway because the Berserk just turns around, shanks that monk, and then comes back for this one over here. Fires in production for Yo. He's super house because Hera keeps killing his houses forward. Forced to make way more, and he needs fire production right now. It's kind of brutal here for Yo. As Hera now stretches out to the middle, he's going to be the first player to get a castle up. He's going to be adding a lot more docks. He's at 112 villagers. He's doubled up the villager count for Mr. Yo here. It's looking absolutely tragic. Byzantines can do magical things on the water with their fires. They're very powerful. However, against Vikings, I don't know if the potential is there. Hera did delay Bodkin Arrow, though, which means he's going to be delayed on Bracer as well. So maybe the fast fire ships can find a good early engagement against these longboats. But it's a lot of copium that I'm huffing right now, hoping for more games in this set. Greek fire in? He doesn't have a castle, dude. Do you remember back in the day when you needed a castle to be able to produce longboats or turtle ships? That's right. You needed to build a castle to then be able to produce them. We never saw them. That's right. Okay, fast fire ships are strong, but they are not that strong. Longboats in a stack are absolutely beautiful. As Yo now gets to the middle, he's going to go for an outpost. We'll see this stuff. Maybe attempts a castle, but I think even if he puts this down, Hera just kills the foundation with the longboats. And now he's looping around. Yo calls the GG, and god damn, dude, Hera just keeps winning. That's 8 out of the last 9 games. 8 out of the last 9 games, Hera has won. That is crazy. Now, the strategy from Yo, you can say that it, you know, maybe ill-advised, but I feel like he got some good damage here. Just Hera played it very calmly. Didn't have gold. He didn't care. He used the market to get a few longboats out. Didn't invest into Fletching or Bodkin, so he could put that res back into his eco. Got 1 mangonel. That was enough to stall out the feudal pressure. TZ was enough to take out the tower here, get access to gold, and then once he had access to gold, never looked back. I remember when this set was 5-2 Yo. I remember that as well. Great times. 10,000 more resources collected for Hera in this game. We want more games. We want more games. Preemptively shift this over. There we go. Bop. 10-6. Wow, I never thought we'd be here. I really didn't. Hera's so boring. Why? Because he's good? He's just really good, dude. All right, yo. You got to win on Socotra, Sacred Springs, Graveyards, Fish and Fish. I think these are doable wins. And Land Madness against Hera. Oh, you want to save that one for last, maybe. It was Yo's map pick, too. Hera had 1 gold left going to Castle Age. Could Yo's strat have worked if he was just a little bit faster? Ooh, you mean so Hera wouldn't have enough gold to click up? I think he would have just used the market, right? He went market blacksmith anyway. He would have just sold 100 wood or something. New emote. Who let him cook? Okay. What's it for Land Madness? Huns? No, Huns is probably for Sacred Springs. Right? Aztecs for Graveyards. Hera can play Franks, Burmese, Graveyards. Franks is probably Land Madness, actually. You could play Saracens, Graveyards, maybe too. But it's going to be Burmese against Aztecs on Graveyards. And we're going to join in. Nate Dogg. I love Nate Dogg, dude. Love him. Gone too soon. Rip. Okay, Hera playing as Burmese. We're on Graveyards. Yo playing as Aztecs. Now, Aztecs were probably the consensus pick on this map for many years because of the 11 relics. But with Burmese, you know the relic locations. And we've seen the Eagles have kind of been a little underwhelming lately. Right? And Hera with Burmese, I know he likes the Civ a lot. He's going to be playing likely into Cavalry. And if he gets a superior uptime and he gets that Night Mass, he should have enough to defend, similar to that enclosed game. Honestly, I think this is kind of a Civ win, no? I mean, Aztecs are good here, but I don't think they're that dominant anymore. Civ win for Burmese, to be honest. I think you're maybe overrating Burmese a little bit. You will see the relic locations. They're fairly even for both players. Hera's got advantage on all of these. Yo has advantage on all of these, plus Hera has one over here. No defense against 100 Aztec monks. True. We'll see if Yo gets up to 100 Aztec monks. I think 100 is a little excessive, right? Burmese definitely better than Aztecs. Okay. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Aztecs were the best civ in the game for so many years. On these land maps, anyway. Probably like 15 years. Aztecs. Best civ. Aztecs kind of bid now? Okay, we'll see. Yo is going to be going for that barracks quite early. before he hits the Feudal Age. That was his second Dark Age building, and we'll see if he's going to add in some militia along the way. Does not have anyone going out to gold, but the militia are coming. Is Socotra still on the line? It is. It is. Dave, is Hera bad at this game?
Fuck you all. Your lives are so sad.
That is a question.
Tax break just for hanging out with you.
First time ever I joined and I got ads on Dave's stream in 2 years. Hi Viper.
Calpit, this isn't your first time joining the stream. Thank you for the 22 months, by the way. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 30 seconds away from Feudal Age are both players. Hera goes for the barracks here. He can set up a nice little wall in between his woodlines. He's probably going to want to play fairly open against this Drush. Like I said, he's got confidence, right? It's the MBL approach. Just leave your villagers gathering res until the last possible second. But he does actually quick wall this. Doesn't engage with the vills, and this guy is a little bit exposed. However, Hera gets to the Feudal Age, which means his scout is a little bit more powerful, and maybe he can just take this engagement and drive them away, which is exactly what he's doing. Stable, I would expect, coming up shortly, and there it is. No surprises here from Hera. Yo has only gone for the 2 militia, and he's adding in an archery range. So 2 militia, some spearmen here. Archery range coming in. And Hera seems to be fine. Is that a lumber camp? I think you made a lumber camp there. That was weird. Very calm defense from Hera. Very, very calm. 1 palisade wall at a time. Last second repairs, and he's fine. Yo has to get that wood upgrade. Hera doesn't. Advantage Burmese. Dave, how high would you guess is the average IQ of your chat? It is a number. It is a number. Okay, the scouts are coming. The scouts are coming, and I think Yo realizes that the scouts are coming in. He needs more spears at home.
Somehow felt smarter back then.
Thank you, Dash. Thank you for the 11 months. Appreciate it. Definitely more than 0. It is definitely more than 0. I think like a slug has more than 0 IQ. You have a higher IQ than a piece of bread, chat. More spears being created from Yo, and that's 2 scouts lost in exchange for just 1 spearman. So that kind of gives Yo a little bit of momentum coming forward. He still has the militia alive. He still has the spearman alive. He's still got an eagle there, although he's not producing any future eagles, and he still has archers on the way. Hera losing those 2 scouts maybe got a little bit hung up on these 2 trees here. It's going to hurt him. And he takes another hit from the spearman. This archer is very exposed, but Yo gets, what, 4 hits with this spearman? And takes out another scout? Quite nice, actually. Quite nice for Mr. Yo. He's still applying pressure to the lumber camp over here. His production is waning behind, however. Archer range has not been producing very often. It's only 72% all time. That's causing him some problems. And if he wants to send more archers forward, he's going to have to make spearmen as well to accompany them, right? Probably 2 spearmen, because we see the singular ones not really doing all that much. And Hera might feel confident to just dive on this army now. The eagle is still there. The militia are still there. The archers are still there, but there's no fletching for the archers. Militia were low HP. Eagle was low HP, and Hera clears all of this up. And now Yo's in a position where he probably just needs to wall, but there's so much work to be done to secure your eco against scouts. Fletching is coming in for him. Hera is still producing more scouts. He's got 22 on food. And look at this farming eco from Hera. 19 farms already. Beautiful farm placements as well. And he's in a position where he might even think about, like, Seen it before, adding another stable, potentially. Could add an archer range for some skirms. Or he could just greed it out and go up to Castle Age while continuing one stable production. Yo has kind of lost all of his military coming forward. He doesn't really have any momentum at all. He's sending 2 more archers with a spearman again. Fourth time's a charm, I suppose. As he keeps coming forward here with limited numbers of army. And slowly adding the walls behind. Hera just doesn't care. He simply doesn't care. He's going to lose another scout. Might even lose another scout. Nope. Clears up the archers again. 15 to 10 KD. And guess what? 2 more archers and a spearman coming forward again. Amazing learn. Blacksmith now on the way for Hera. He's still producing scouts. He's slowly making his way to a position where he can click up to Castle Age. And the archers and spearmen are here again. Now, to be fair to Mr. Yo, he keeps losing these armies, but he's never giving Hera an opportunity to come back out towards his base. And while this is happening, he's getting the walls set up. And he just keeps sending more spearmen and more archers. And he is getting some decent trades, right? Like, he's keeping the scout numbers low from Hera, but at the end of the day, Hera has not lost a villager, and he's perfectly comfortable to just click up to Castle Age. Second stable should come down soon from Hera, as he tries to wall this off, and it doesn't work. Maybe a villager kill here from Mr. Yo. Maybe a second villager kill here from Mr. Yo, as Hera finally comes forward, trying to cut off those reinforcements. Armor coming in now from Hera. Still no second stable. Still an amazing food eco for him. 21 farms. Why does this work for Hera? He's constantly active with his scouts, and he's constantly taking out the important units, which are the archers, right? Now that he's clicked up to Castle Age, Yo kind of has a window where Hera stalled out production before he adds that second stable, before he has access to knights, where he can do some damage, and Hera's actually forced into a defensive tower. And now Yo is up to Castle Age as well, but he's going to be a minute plus behind. Eagles are now coming in for Yo. He's making the switch. Another barracks here. Hera will run forward with the scouts because he feels pretty secure with this tower. Still has not added in another stable. It's still only 1 stable production from him. He'll probably get light cav. If I know Hera, he's going to get light cav. Nope. I don't know him. I know nothing about him. Light cav would be really useful here later too. Against the Aztec monks. Because the monks are coming. Yo's actually not in a terrible position, guys. Like, he's ahead on villagers right now. He's killed 2 from Hera. He still has his archer army that Hera seems kind of unconcerned about. And he has the potential to go monks as well to convert the knights. And Hera's not collecting stone either, so adding that second TC isn't really a possibility for him currently. Yo also did not go for the all-in eagle approach. He didn't sell his stone, which means he can expand his eco behind this. Hera missing bloodlines. I mean, he's missing light cav upgrade. He's getting bloodlines now. He's still only at 1 stable, so trying to produce units and get the techs at the same time is really tough. Finally clears up that archer army, but here come the eagles. And there's the first monastery. Hera will go for a second stable and a monastery once he clears this army up. And the race for the relics has begun. Market as well for Mr. Yo. Definitely needs to balance his eco a little bit. 500 gold in the bank is not ideal. That's for sure. He does only have 13 farms. Eagles aren't that expensive on food. But you definitely want to get your upgrades as well. So having 500 gold burning a hole in your pocket is not great. Yo's town is the prettiest. It is a beautiful city, is it not? It is very, very charming. Let's see what these eagles can do. House walls around this wood line, although there's only 3 villagers there. And knights are at home to protect. And we've already seen that the knights can do quite well against the eagles. Right? 5 knights at home to protect should be able to defend against these 8 eagles, especially with monks to heal up the knights behind. And on this side, well, spearmen going down to the scouts. Losing these scouts would be kind of annoying for Hera. He's gotten the light cav upgrade now. He's going to try and kill some villagers from Mr. Yo. But you definitely want to keep these alive to come out and snipe those monks from Yo. As Yo gets his first relic in, he's heading out for the next ones. Gate, 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 gate. We can't do it. We can't do it. We can't summon the gates on demand. Bad fight for Hera. Wow. Why on earth is he taking this fight? Is he distracted somewhere else? Oh my goodness. Yo clears up all the knights. He gets a conversion on that knight. And he's going to be pushing forward. Yo still has more villagers, although he doesn't have wheelbarrow. And he doesn't have that second wood upgrade, which came in automatically for Hera. But he's massing the eagles. He's massing the monks. He's getting sanctity now with Aztecs, which makes the monks hard to take out, even if you have light cav. And the eagles are running in. This could be potential for Mr. Yo. It's a comfortable position. It's a familiar position for him, right? Playing Aztecs, having the eagles, having the monks. We've seen Yo with this composition many times in the past. We'll see if he can make it work. 15 eagles is no joke. 2 relics in already. He's probably going to add a 3rd one there at the front of his base. And he's not taking any terrible fights just yet. Ooh. Very sneaky. 7 eagles hiding behind Yo's base over here. Converted eagle inside, and that's going to be annoying. Yo will need to deal with this. Not something you can fight off with just villagers, but converted knight versus converted eagle. Round 1. Begin. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Not a fight that Yo wants to take, that's for sure. He's going to get all his eagles cleared up here without even losing... Without Hera even losing a single knight. You know Hera's going to pull these back and heal from behind. But at the front, more eagles are coming in. This is a terrible engagement for Mr. Yo. Great gate there from Hera. Yo is taking damage from the tower. He's taking damage from the light cav, from the knights, and he's lost a significant number of eagles in the last few seconds here. Katie is now 49 to 28. As Yo adds in pikemen. But it's important to note that Yo added in that second TC earlier than Hera. And if he keeps production up, which he's struggled to do so far, he should be able to pull ahead on villagers. Ooh. Hera producing some additional light cav. He's not even able to get the snipes on the Aztec monks. 55 HP. It is significant. And it is difficult to stop this once it starts rolling. This is like a giant boulder rolling down a hill. Once you add in the monks, the converted units, the pikemen, the eagles, with 2 TCs behind, it'd be very tough. However, once again, Yo is not producing from these TCs. Oh. Ain't that a shame. Converted light cav from Mr. Yo coming in and sniping the monks. Already finding value here. Hera manages to save that monk, and Yo is going to lose this battle. It seems like every single fight that he takes, Hera has enough. And Hera just keeps saving these knights. 23 kills on these knights, folks. 23 kills. The KD is now 76 to 31. It's just ill-advised fights from Mr. Yo. He didn't have enough pikemen. He didn't have anywhere enough eagles. The monks got sniped by the light cav. And it's more barracks. Yo is all in. Yo still only has 54 villagers. Both players really struggling to keep their TCs going. As Yo is now killing some vills back here with this weak light cav. Why is he taking these fights? He's probably busy somewhere else, right? You look once, you think it's a good idea. You look somewhere else, you look back, all your units are gone. And this might be the beginning of the end for Mr. Yo. This might be the beginning of the end. Look at these knights just ripping through everything. 37 kills on these bad boys. And of course, Hera's going to pull him back and heal. Or he might just go for the jugular. Senses weakness for Mr. Yo. He doesn't see any army here at all. Yo has all of these barracks garrisoned, but it's only 1 unit per barracks. Yo is now on stone. Almost has enough for a castle. But Hera still keeps sending units forward. It's monks. It's knights. And his villager count is fairly solid behind this. What a turnaround in this set. Holy. Yo simply doesn't have enough to clear this, right? It's just nothing you can do, it feels like. He's got 4 relics, which is okay. He's got a lot of gold in the bank, which is okay. He's got some pikemen here, but it's not enough pikemen to clear this many knights. And Hera, like, it's just insulting. Like, he's building an outpost in the middle of your base. Give him full vision on everything. Pikemen now coming for one final engagement in this best of 21 for Mr. Yo. He was up 5-2 at one point. He was up 5-2, but Hera is still taking the fight. He's going to wipe up all of this military. Yo clears up a few knights. We'll see if it's enough for him to recover. However, the KD tells the story. 137-58 in favor of Hera. He's got 2 TCs producing villagers behind this. Still has 12 knights. And he's done a lot of damage. But Yo is living. Yo is living. And he's got 5 barracks and he's just adding more. Outposts are in the center of his base here. He doesn't care. He honestly doesn't care. We look at Hera's point of view. He can see everything. Sees the second TC. Sees the situation for Yo. He sees the giant gaps in Yo's walls on this side as Yo retreats. And I think the grand plan for Yo here, guys, and it's going to surprise absolutely nobody when we say this. Nice quick wall, Hera. Beautiful stuff. Build up a big army. Come forward with like 15 villagers. Drop a castle right here. That is the grand plan. And if Hera takes a bad fight, it could change the entire tide of this game. Maybe of this series. But you need more military than this, it feels like. All his barracks are still producing. God, even the Aztecs don't feel like they can produce enough to stop Hera. And Hera is just casually healing these knights behind. You think he's gotten value from these? I mean, it's just 34 kills on 14 knights. Do you think he's gotten some... I don't know. Not sure if they really paid off. Two units targeted, 3 units targeted, 3 conversions going to come in. Pikemen and Eagles working on everything from behind. This might be a decent fight for Yo. This might be a decent fight for Yo. This might be a decent fight for Yo. Hera's got to be careful. Aztecs are Aztecs after all. The knights finally go down. And here they come. How many vills? It's only 10. I said 15. He doesn't need 15 anymore. I was right on the castle placement, though. Here we go, baby. Yo doing yo things, and he's bringing himself, he's dragging himself back into this game. Hera's got a random stable over here. Maybe a little bit too distracted with that forward shenanigans. 86 vills for Hera. 62 villagers for Mr. Yo. If Mr. Yo pulls this off, it could change the entire complexion of the series. We want more games. We do want more games. 100%. This could be hype if he pulls this off. That was an ill-advised fight there from Hera. And he loses 2 monks over here. And Hera's suddenly at 10 knights. He's going into light cap production again. He's looking for enough stone for a castle of his own. I think Yo should buy stone and place a castle right here. Fuck it. Why not? Why shouldn't he? Keep it rolling, bro. You're Aztecs. You don't care. You got 5 relics. You don't care. Hera's going to place a castle, what, back here? Right here. Ah, yo. You could have done it, my friend. He sees the castle, though. He's coming in with the Eagles. He's going to try and sneak around this way. Hera could go for a quick wall here, but the Eagles are going to get through. He gets the quick wall in time. Monks are denying the castle from this side. Eagles, can they get through in time? Can Yo convert enough villagers to stall this out? That is the question. The house is going down! The house is going down! The house is going down. The knights are coming in from behind, but the villagers are all going to die here. This castle looks like it's going to be denied for the time being from Hera. And he's losing villagers, and suddenly Yo has 75 villagers. Hera's got 87. As Hera loses more knights on this side, it is an overwhelming amount of pressure here for Mr. Yo. Castle will go up at the end of the day, but we look at Yo's economy. It's looking better than Hera's currently in terms of total resources in the bank. And a lot of Hera's farms are cut off, so if he wants to click up to Imperial Age, he's going to have to remake farms elsewhere. Converted villagers are dying, which will bring the villager count, even it out just a little bit. More in Hera's favor. There was a trade card up here for a split second from Hera. Anyone else notice that? Oh, this is ugly from Yo. He's taking all the stragglers over here. And there's still the stable in the back, which Hera's making knights from. That's kind of ugly, for sure. Converted Knight is raiding over on this side, however. And Hera has enough for another castle. Hera is starting to stabilize. Yo is going for rams to take out the stable. Not ideal, for sure. And I think Yo is maybe running out of steam again. He had that amazing series of events to bring him back into the game here. But Hera, as he often does, has managed to stabilize. Somehow has 58 on food after losing his farming eco up here. And he's going to click up to Imperial Age and be able to clear up that castle for Mr. Yo. However, Yo does have 28 eagles, and Hera only has 5 knights to defend against it. So that is concerning. And Yo just trying to straight up take out TCs now. No fletching in from Hera. No fletching. So that TC is going to be dead soon. Monks are healing up the eagle. Is Yo really pulling back the eagles that are being attacked by the TC to heal them up with the monks? I think he thought about it. He did it once. He did it once. And he's like, this is just simply too much work. I don't care. He was really gaming there for about 10 seconds. Only +1 armor and the eagles. Oh my god, that's a... Oh my god, dude. I just assumed he had full upgrades. Holy. It's amazing how often that happens. He's forgotten the second attack. He's forgotten the second armor as well for the eagles. Sometimes you just assume, you know? It's pretty typical for Hera to not have the armor. I noticed that one. Or the attack. But for Yo, to not have that second armor, or to not have iron casting on his eagles? Eagles are coming in once again. Yo immediately goes for the monks. Yo takes the fight. And Hera pulls away. He's going to be in Imperial Age shortly. Yo has clicked up, though, and Yo has 87 villagers, which is not bad for Aztecs. Second castle here, a little bit more defensive. I think he knows he's going to lose this one eventually, right? He's not going to invest anything to try and save that. Imperial Age is in here from Hera. Yo's still killing villagers. Eco KD now 33 to 20 in favor of Mr. Yo. And Hera is busy healing. He'll probably get herbal medicine, honestly. He might as well at this point. He's gotten it, what, 4 times this set already? 3 times? Yo got another relic? Ah, 6 to 5. I see. Yo is kind of tossing eagles a little bit over here. Maybe. Maybe it's necessary harassment. He is chasing the villagers on this side, and he got a conversion with his monk. However, it looks like Hera's going to be able to clear that up. As Yo continues to just send military over here. He knows Hera is trying to find a new woodline over there. He's still attacking this TC. He's still killing villagers. And the villager count is now 7 difference. It's not much at all as Yo gets to Imperial Age. And Hera hasn't really taken advantage of his Imperial Age yet. He's only got 1 Treb, which was just taken out by the Eagles. He doesn't have any Trebs in the queue. He has no resources to deal with this stuff. There's Eagles over here from Mr. Yo. If he sends him into this wood line, Hera will have some serious wood issues. Another defensive castle from Yo. As the Light Cav try and make their way into the back of the base. Garland Wars coming in at the same time as the second armor upgrade. These Eagles are going to be powerful. And he's found the wood line, folks. He's found the wood line. We want more games, and I think Yo might be giving us more games here. Yo, the master of comebacks. Hera's the master of defense, so there's always a possibility that he's going to manage to win this game. I wouldn't put it past him, but damn, what a swing from Mr. Yo. The danger of Aztecs, right? Another castle defensively from Yo. I think he's kind of realized that his eco has crept ahead of Hera's. And now he's going to play into the late game. As he was saving up for Elite Eagle, that means that his military numbers are going to be fairly low. And Hera's going to have 22 Cavalier. So it might be time for a little Hera counterattack on this side.
Fuck you, Riley. I made your mom.
Thank you, Bruno. Appreciate it. Thank you for the 8 months. Hope you guys are enjoying this game. I am.
Awesome, Yo, give us more games.
Ooh. Is this Treb just like thinking about attacking that castle or? Okay. Eagles are coming in. This Treb's dead. And the castle's still alive here somehow for Mr. Yo. He clearly doesn't really care about it. He's going to kill this Treb. He's going to pull back. And these Eagles have Garland Wars, so they're Yo has a very, very powerful unit here, and Hera needs to be careful. Especially once Blast Furnace comes in. 17 attack Eagles. No joke. Double castle defense, too. Bodkin arrow fletching could be feasible for Yo when he has the res for it. Give a little bit of extra oomph for your castles. Ballistics could be nice, too, if you want to switch into something else. Hera's still no fletching. Yeah, he's been in recovery mode. Anyone else remember when he was up at 58 farms? Like 5 minutes ago, and now he's down to 48 again? Yo needs ballistics? Yep. If he's going to go for the castle defense, he will need that. And he'll probably need another castle over here somewhere. He does have 6 relics, though. And look at the military. Aztecs, man. Say what you will about the Civ. People are saying they're mid now. They're not as good as they used to be. That's definitely true. But the production from this Civ is insane. And if you have the resources, units are just going to keep on coming. And they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming, and they don't stop coming. Pikemen now coming in. Not the greatest engagement here from Yo. But he still wins it because he has superior numbers. And Hera needs to retreat. It's kind of weird the way he approached that with the pikemen, wasn't it? It's like he right-clicked into here and then just looked away. Raids at the back here. Not many villagers exposed on this side, however. And the trebuchet is still working away, and Yo is wisely keeping his units near this treb. Once he takes out this castle, it's going to be concerning. Pikemen are doing a lot of damage with Garland Wars and Blast Furnace in. And Harris gives him the well played as well. Hera knows what a comeback that was for Mr. Yo. Oh my god, Mr. Yo keeps the series alive. Let's go. Let's go, dude. That is a GG well played indeed. Like, that is just tenacity right there from Mr. Yo. Refused to give up. And I think it was like right here, maybe? Look at this. Like, what? I guess he's got some pikemen over here, but still, dude. It's just a crazy situation, right? Even if we go a little bit further forward, it's even more pronounced. Like 27 military against 6. He doesn't have the pikemen yet here. The knights are coming in. Hera's killing everything. Do you think Hera's castle was too greedy when he was ahead? He needed to protect this area somehow, I think. There was a gold and a stone here, right? That was really good from Yo. Really entertaining game. Better eco at the end of the day. Look at that relic gold disparity. 2k more. 2k plus more. By Mr. Yo, and 10-7. Remember, Yo won the very first best of 21 these two played against each other about a year and a bit ago. It went down to the final game. Loss for Burmese, win for Aztecs. Yo, Toxie, thank you for the 2 months as well. Appreciate it. Welcome back. Okay. Graveyard's loss for Hera. We're still looking at one of Hera's favorite maps here, Land Madness. In the pool, it's actually on Yo's side, and we know Yo is pretty good on that map as well. We're looking at Socotra, which just, it feels like just plays into all of Yo's abilities, right? Sacred Springs is an interesting one. Fish and Fish. Interesting as well. Goth Socotra most likely. Yeah. Yeah, probably. You could go Goths on like Fish and Fish or Sacred Springs too, but it's unlikely. You have other civs for that, right? You have Bulgarians for that. You have Huns for that. How happy would Viper be if it goes down to the final game, it's Land Madness, and then Yo uses Teutons on Land Madness? That's like Viper's special, you know? We're looking at Hera's civs. Japanese Franks are great. Saracens, you're kind of like, where are you using that? And then Ethiopians, I guess Fish and Fish, maybe? Like Japanese for Fish and Fish or Sacred Springs. You wish you could use that civ twice. Maybe not Sacred Springs. Maybe you want a Cavalry civ for that. Maybe but then he has to use Frank. He only has one like really great Cavalry civ here. It's got Franks, and you kind of want to use that on Land Madness, right? I guess you'd have to use Japanese on Sacred Springs, maybe, and then Ethiopians on Fish and Fish. Sarah can play Cav? Yeah, but Japanese can play Cav too, but it's just like, meh. Saracens on Land Madness, okay. I think Hera will save. I mean, worst case scenario, Yo wins 3 games here, right? 3 games. Hera only needs to win 1. So I think you save your best civ for your best map. And that's probably Frank's for Land Madness. I think that's a solid strategy from Hera. And then you just roll the dice on the other ones. He only needs to win 1 game. And he should play towards that, for sure. Japanese versus Goths and Socotra, which do you think is a better civ? Well, Goths is typically the better civ there. He could play Saracens on Socotra. It's been done before, right? Use the market, you go FC. Among Siege type of shenanigans. Sacred Springs coming up, and it's going to be Franks versus Huns. So Hera is using Franks on Sacred Springs. He's not using it on Land Madness. He has other options. Japanese, potentially Land Madness. Actually, all of his civs potential for that map, but I thought it was going to be Franks there. Really did. We did see this same civ matchup, I believe, Winchester against Hato on Sacred Springs. The Franks player ended up winning because Tato played incredibly open and Winchester ended up walling and Tato could only attack him from one side. Bah, there we go. Now on Sacred Springs, you have all this fish on the sides near the little pagoda or pagodes or whatever. There's 4 of them. And that's a lot of food income. Really, really fast food income. Unfortunately, you have to stretch yourself out and expose yourself and your economy to come out here and take this. And that's usually the target where your opponent is looking to do damage to you. Now, Hera has come out here already with the Franks. Our Huns player is going to have to wait a little bit for the wood to be able to come out here, but Yo is stretching out towards this side first. It's fairly close to his starting TC. This one's a little bit further away for both players. And also, the boars are out here as well. So, you're taking a risk. Sending the villagers out for the boars early. For sure. It might even be a play on this map to send your scout forward like this. And to lame the villagers as they're bringing in the boars. But I don't know if laming's allowed. Blocking's probably allowed, right? Yo's going to manage to get this back. Couple blocks from the goose, and the villager's going to be fine. He's taking the fish over here. Hera's taking the fish over here, and Hera has 8 villagers out there. Yo only has 4, and Hera's the first one on the way to Feudal Age. Yo still has a couple villagers queued. He's going to be a little bit late. My man is going to be a little bit late here with the Huns. That's a pretty decent advantage. 2 villagers worth of time. Did Hera go up without loom too? Did he get loom? He did. Okay. Did Yo lose scout to the T? Oh! Relatable. Absolutely 100% relatable. Done it so many times. Everyone has. You hate to see it, though. After such a great comeback, you hate to see the scout going down. And he's slower to Feudal Age. It's going to be full defense mode through the beginning stages of this game here for Mr. Yo. He does have a very wallable segment here to this woodline, but it looks like he's going to go for the short walls. I mentioned it before in the Tato vs. Winchester series, especially the game on this map. It always feels like the Huns, they just have this desire to play open. Like, I'm playing Huns, I need to play open. I need to play open. But do you really? I've seen the Huns get punished so often by not going for walls that other civilizations might go for. It's roleplay. Aha, I see. Okay. Those starting houses are cursed? They are. Yep. He should delete them. Get them out. What's the point of the water in the corner? Aesthetics. I don't know. I have no idea. Okay, Hera's got scouts in production, already sending a spearman forward. Yo will be going for the stable, but his scout production will be delayed. I just had an idea. What if you go double barrack? This is so dumb. This is so dumb. Viper's going to be shaking his head. What if you go double barrack spearman production, and then you add the stable later? And you have like bazillion villagers out here. Think about that. Think about that. Then your name is MBL? No, MBL just has 6 spears queued from the same barracks at all times. There's a difference. You crazy? Yeah, I'm kind of crazy. I am kind of crazy. But so is Yo for going up so late, right? Maybe he just couldn't manage it with the build. Maybe he didn't practice this map all that much. Maybe Huns are just slower than Franks initially. But Yo will have very limited scout numbers here. He does have quite a few spearmen, and he's keeping up spearman production on this side. But Hera has 5 scouts to be able to snipe villagers. He's got 5 spearmen of his own, and Yo only has 1 scout. And Yo's eco, it's not looking great, right? He's stretching out for this stuff over here, which is good. But that just opens another opportunity for Hera to attack if he scouts that area. And he's going to be looking for areas with his scouts now that he can't find anything to hit at Yo's base. Forging coming in for Hera. Simply 7 spearmen for Mr. Yo. No forging. Hera's got 5 spearmen of his own. This seems a little underwhelming. Yo is still trying to take this fish over here. He can't really retreat, right? He can't send these vills back because Hera's scouts are going to be feasting on them. And now Hera has forging, so he might feel like now's the time I can just engage. I know the scout numbers are very low. Yo pushes the spearmen away with his villagers, though, and Yo is still producing spearmen on this side. Hera has not come out here yet, and Yo has gone for a tower to try and protect his vills if Hera does. Oh, terrible, terrible. Oh, terrible engagements here from Yo. Oh, the spearmen were just walking around. I don't see a single scout body. Yo is now trying to body block so he can get the walls down, so he can get the tower down. It's another spearman in the queue, but he's going to have to run with his villagers. The scouts are forging. The scouts are thirsty. And the scouts are going to feast on these villagers. And I think that might be it for Mr. Yo. 6 villagers killed. He's looking around. He says, I can't really do anything from this position. And he says, GG, well played, congrats. Hera taking his first best of 21 against Mr. Yo, 11-7. It was a hard-fought series. Yo was up 5-2, and then an incredible comeback from Hera. 8 wins in 9 games. Absolutely incredible, and he just seems really, really strong. Really, really strong. Hera winning his own tournament. Well, I mean, it's 1 out of 4 best of 5 or best of 21s he has to play. So we're still only at the beginning. This is only the second one, guys. Hera still has to play tomorrow, though, and he's going to open up tomorrow against Viper. That's right. Saturday and Sunday, Hera against Viper. Why not play all 21? Oh my god. Now, I think Vinchester, spoiler alert, if you guys haven't watched the Vinch set yet and you want to against Tato, I think Vinchester won 8 games there, right? So Vinchester should theoretically be ahead of Yo. And Hera should be ahead of Tato because he's lost less games. It's close, though. Like, it's really close. Like, winning 7 games in a best of 21, I don't think is it's not too bad. He didn't get absolutely fleeced. If you started here, he did, but fewer, yeah, you can suck on my anyway.
Fuck you
Interview
all. Your
Hera.
lives are so sad I get a charity tax break just for hanging out with you.
Hello, Hera. Can I have 2 minutes of your time?
Or do I queue up a rank game and play rank games on stream? Which one do you guys want to see?
I don't know.
Which ones do you want to see?
I just want 2
That's
minutes
the
of your
question.
time. He didn't answer me. He didn't see it.
I'm just disappointed. I'm disappointed that I lost with Burmese. I
Yep.
feel like I let down an entire nation.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have 2 minutes of your time? Dave, you want to do an interview? Yeah, we can do an interview.
Oh, beautiful, 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 beautiful,
Well,
beautiful.
to be honest, I already did the interview, but like if you want a second interview,
I
we
do.
can.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, like the interview's already done though. To be fair, like the official interview.
Yeah,
we
yeah,
just
of
finished.
course.
John T Rex, thanks for the prime. For
Of course.
16 months, bro. Appreciate it.
Where is he? Where is he here? Where is he here?
All
Where
right.
is he here? We'll get in with him. Don't worry, we're calling. We're connecting. Guys, we're connecting. Don't worry about it. He's here.
Hello.
Oh, you're so loud, but it's beautiful. I love to see it. Congratulations,
Nice,
man.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much.
That was a completely different day today than yesterday.
Yes, it was.
It was
Yesterday, I think was Thursday. Today's Friday.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did
Different.
indeed learn that in like elementary school. But
Yeah.
congratulations on winning 8 out of 9 games. Once you started rolling today, it just seemed like there was nothing Yo could do to stop you. Were you feeling like you were playing at 100%, 90%? Like where were you?
Yeah. So yesterday, I felt like I was playing pretty sloppy. Not that I was tired. I was just dealing with a lot of things. I like dropped a few times on stream, so my attention was very split. So I decided to just play like my weaker civs, and I dropped a bunch of games. And so I kind of set myself up for a comeback day too. Because like not only did I play better today, but I also had the good civs. So it's a bit deceiving. It's not like I played that much better. I just had good civs with a clear head, and it worked out well.
What did you think when you lost with Burmese on that Graveyards game? Because I think you had like, you just had a crazy position in his base. Like you're
Yeah.
converting vills, making outposts, making stables in his base, and then suddenly he just comes back. Did you, like, what did you do to recollect yourself? Or were you nervous at all, or just...
I'm
Carry
actually.
on.
I think you guys. Yeah, you guys saw a lot more of that game than I did. I was like really in the zone, and I didn't know how much economy he had. I didn't know how much military he had. So I felt like it was looking really good, and maybe I got a little overconfident because I started raiding his base. Maybe what I should have done is pull back, respect the fact that he's got monks, and then just heal up my units. I'm actually not entirely sure exactly what went wrong that game though.
I think
to
you
rewatch
just you took like one bad fight in the middle, and that's it. You had like
Yeah, that was
5 fights in a row that were amazing, right? And your
Yeah,
knights had like 40 kills or something on them. And then all it takes against Aztecs is just one bad fight.
I swear. And then as soon as you get that bad fight, you literally can't recover because then there's 6 monks you can't never deal with,
Mhm.
and then eagles are so cheap, spamming them. So yeah, I think I just had to like keep that going, but yeah, just messed up. It just sucks because Burmese are like such a
They're my favorite
civ of
civ,
mine.
man. They're my favorite civ.
You too?
Yeah, but
Same
I
here,
like them
man.
for different reasons.
Okay.
I like the monk tech tree, bro.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Yeah. So 2 games I want to ask you about. The first game on Bay, Ghoulims against Dravidians. Did
Yeah.
you like? Were you jumping through hoops to try and find a counter to it in Castle Age?
No, I knew my counter was longswords, but my big mistake was like I was so oblivious to the fact that Gulams existed. I moved out with my army,
Mm-hmm.
and I had no business moving out, so I lost my crossbows initially. if I had the long swords with the crossbows behind, it would be perfect. But I just messed up pretty bad there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it seemed like you lost the crossbows and then there was like a 30-40 second pause as you just kind of considered the situation. You're like, uh-oh, I'm kind of in trouble here.
That's exactly what happened, actually. I was like, okay, I don't know what to do now. And then I realized I just needed the long swords. So it never feels good doing those in Castle, but it was the right call.
Yeah, you were ahead by 20-30 vills, so you had a nice little comfort zone there.
Yeah.
Another game that I want to talk about, and probably the last game I want to talk about, is the Golden Swamp game. So you went out, you went up with like only one dock available in Feudal Age. You went 2-dock galley production. It actually worked out well for you against his 3-dock production.
Yeah.
And then something happened in early Castle Age, and you just kind of fell behind. What do you think went wrong there? Because it felt like you were doing okay.
That's exactly right. Like that's exactly the feeling I had. And where it went wrong was I dropped 3 TCs right away, or like 2 extra, because it's Britain's cheaper town center. So I got kind of baited with that, and I realized I needed to drop extra docks instead, because I killed 2 of his docks in Feudal. If I just added 2 docks myself, I would have had like 1 extra dock probably over him, and I can actually hold the water. But since I just had to boom early, I couldn't afford vills. I just wasted all my wood on TCs. It kind of fell apart.
Who do you think? Who do you think's better, there, Britons or Italians in the current meta on that map?
I think Italians, but then again, I did play full water versus Italians, so maybe I could have went like land play first with Britons. Because if I can threaten to like have crossbows in castle and then later play on water, that might be better. So I think if I had to replay that matchup, I'd do something different.
Okay. And you decided to use Franks on Sacred Springs instead of Franks on potentially Land Madness, I believe was still left over?
Yeah. I had Ethiopians on Land Madness.
Okay.
Land Madness is interesting. It's a cavalry map, but archer civs like Ethiopians can do fine as well.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, congrats. Good luck. It doesn't get any easier for you. You have Viper tomorrow and
I know.
Sunday. So good luck, bro. But it's a good start. It's such a good start considering you were down 5-2. That's just like a dream ending.
Yeah, but my mental's too good nowadays. I don't really tilt. I stay focused.
Okay, I'll remember that the next time I come to your stream and you're like 3-3 and you're just breathing into the mic.
My hair.
Yeah. I'll remember that. Dude.
Yeah, I have a good mental until I don't. All right, man. Take care.
Yeah, you too, man.
Enjoy.
Good luck.
Yes, yeah.